It's
Hello,
great.
Mel.
Hey, how's Sean doing?
Alrighty, is everyone doing okay?
Yep.
Surviving.
Yep.
That is good. All right. Yeah,
Same. My meds have not kicked in yet.
I have coffee on board.
yeah, I got myself some coffee too. Some Vietnamese iced ones. All right. Uh, go ahead and get started if everyone's already in. Okay.
I see a black screen unless we're supposed to see something else.
Yeah, you're supposed to see a black screen.
Okay. I- Did it really just fucking close on me? It sure as hell did.
Oop.
Oop.
It's fine.
Feel like suddenly I see the purple dot in players disappear. I'm like, oh no.
It's fine. It was probably my fault.
It's okay. Just let me know when you're back in.
Don't
Yeah,
worry, we're supposed
And
to.
yeah, you're supposed to see that. It's okay. I haven't put up the map you're supposed to see yet. Any
and
issues with
backup
your character sheet,
characters
Mel?
out. Yep, my character sheet is out. Everything's open.
Great. How about you, Mel? Any problems with the character sheet?
Ugh.
Can't open it?
I'm in.
Okay, great. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me put on the music.
I wish it would keep the volume settings. That would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be great. Such a blast in my ear.
Is Chrono Cross?
No, it's from Breath of Fire 3.
Ow.
I like that Mel can tell instantly. All right. So last we left off, Kanan had a pretty big development moment where he finally overcame the whispers of Tiamat and made a big pivotal choice to choose his new found family over her temptations and whispers. And unfortunately, that also served as Bahamut's last act of support for Kanan and the party before he disappeared. But before doing so, he assured Kanan that even with his presence gone, that he will be reborn one day, and that the font of his power still remains for those who worship him. And after that, everyone was introduced to some new additions to the homestead, with a new building having been built by Calypso that acts as more room and board and also a temporary tavern and inn that you guys can run. And now we take it to um, a moment of solitary stillness in Kanan's mind. For the first time in a long while, when you close your eyes and think to yourself of where you've been and how far you've come, it's not accompanied by dark whispers telling you to hurt your comrades. For the first time in forever, you are just in there in your thoughts for yourself. And in those thoughts, when you open your eyes again, you find that your soul's landscape looks incredibly different than how it was before. You stand before what looks to be almost like a cavern like landscape with alabaster marbling flooring on the ground. You spin around and see for yourself that there is the visage of Bahamut in his glory there, now cleared of any fog or cracked foundations like before. And most of all, when you look forward, you see before you a mighty, large, red chest of some sort with a lock in front of it that looks like a draconic mouth.
Yeet.
And you feel a strange familiarity with yourself when you stare upon this chest.
Well, I can't do shit because the game is paused, so
Oh, it's not paused on my end.
it's paused on mine.
It's not paused for me.
Weird.
Maybe pause and unpause again.
Yeah, let me try that. Is it unpaused for you now?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Guess I'll walk over to the chest and look at it.
You travel over to the chest, and as you approach, a feeling in your chest begins to feel tight, and it gets tighter and tighter as you get inches closer to the lock, almost as if something is about to be unbound as you reach it. And you hear an unfamiliar voice to you behind you. That's not for you to open yet.
Who are you?
You see before you a large, almost reptile-like, what you assume to be a dragonborn. I'll post this picture in the chat for clarity. They're not showing up? Goddamn. Alright, hold on. There you go. He stares at you with weathered looking old eyes that look more draconic than usual with dragonborns. He holds with him multiple weapons on his body and scars among his arms to signify his long and aged years of combat. His armor is unfamiliar to you, as it seems to be from an era you are not familiar with. He holds his hand to his belt on his waist and looks at you with squinted eyes. Don't think you're ready to prepare, or sorry, let me repeat that. Don't think you're ready for what's inside that thing yet, young one.
What makes you think I am not?
Well, for one thing, if you were, you probably already have a good idea of what's in it.
I have no idea.
Tell me, when he entrusted his will to you, how did it feel?
Like I wasn't worthy for it.
And do you still feel that?
I do, but I believe in his judgment.
He smirks as you see the scarred edge of one of his maws. Cracks a smile as he says, "Good answer. Better than the last one, I'll bet."
Wait, what did you say?
He says, "Good answer. Better than the last one, I'll bet.
Hmm.
So why don't we find out together?" And he, with a sharp sound of metal grating against leather, you see him draw the blade from behind him. "Whether you're worthy or not."
Oh god. Okay. I guess we're doing this then.
But of course, there's one more thing. He snaps his fingers, and in an instant, almost as if like when you blink, you find your allies having appeared by your side. You all open your eyes and find yourselves in this mysterious landscape as well. Having fully understood the situation and heard what this Dragonborn has been saying, feeling as if you were somehow linked together in this situation. You see the old... Oh, go ahead.
Can you have one dream that's not fucked up?
At least I'm not trying to kill you.
Point.
Yet.
That's true.
For it is they that you have chosen, therefore they deserve the right to be here. As proof of your strength and unity, you will prove yourself to be. To him and to his will. His sword glows intense purple. You notice that it's a purple glow similar to that of Iravir, who have you previously have defeated. And he tosses the purple flames from them and uses them to summon in specific spots what looks like to be constructs and minions to his side.
I guess we're doing this.
This will be good for the paladin as well, as his will is entrusted not only to the Red One, but to you all. And I, as the judge, am here to make sure that it does not go to waste.
Jesus Christ, both of y'all shut up.
Contra's gonna look back at Kanan and just be like, why is it your brain that all this always happens in?
Well, he is the cleric.
Couldn't we have done this later?
He just shrugs.
All right, and now I'm gonna need everybody to roll for initiative.
Might be
Right off the
because I'm
bat.
the one with the most sin.
Well, stop.
I'm trying. I'm trying. Ya la la la. Wow, I actually didn't roll shit for once.
The dice know.
None of us did, and that's terrifying.
Hmm.
Sometimes the dice just know. Alrighty.
Chrissy, wake up.
I don't,
I don't
like
like
this.
this.
I still need to draw Roger with Kanan to that.
Alright. And now for the battle music.
That scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Hold on. That scared the. I gotta mute this real quick. That I need a second.
Are you okay?
There she goes.
There she goes.
There
Okay,
she goes.
That scared the shit out of me.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. That just. Fuck.
Early jump scare.
What?
No. That scared the hell out of me. Okay, I'm
I'm
good.
so sorry.
Alright. The Umbral Shambler on the left side will go first.
Fuck, dude.
Huh?
No,
What?
not you.
So it's gonna move here. And it's gonna end its turn because it only moved 20 feet.
Excuse me.
Roger, your turn.
Okay. Well, the first thing that he's going to do is he's going to, cast Force Blade because of course he's going to.
Take out the knife.
Yes. Has to take out something.
Nice.
And let's see. Let me check here.
Apparently it is a concentration spell.
Yes, it is.
What is
It's a
Yeah,
concentration.
bonus action.
spell?
It's a bonus action to cast. It is a concentration spell, and then for your action, you can attack. So that's what he's going to try to do for this thing that's coming up to his boyfriend.
Roger and Kanan can be like summon blade buddies.
Basically.
Alright. So what shall you do?
He is going to target this
The
boy
Shambler?
right here. Yep.
Okay.
With the Force Blade.
Oh no.
What's wrong, Mel?
Fucking Twitch would have caught my scream. Shut.
It's okay. I promise I won't clip it. But yeah, go ahead. That's right.
All right, hang on. Let me. I like how it's like if you cast a spell at any level other than second, it will end your concentration. Me, it's fine. I know it's fine.
Damn.
Nice. Was that? Is it an instant hit or wait? What happened? Did you roll
Let me
for
see
it?
here. The duration of spell.
Oh, it's not even an attack roll. It's just
Oh, wow.
straight damage.
Yeah, straight
Nice.
damage.
All right. The guy takes 24 damage. Oh, we're gonna
And
do
if
this.
there's anything within 5 feet of it, that also get hit too.
Nice.
And he is going to look over at Paul, recognize something in what Paul's face is like, and he's gonna move back.
He's gonna get hit with an opportunity attack.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
That hits.
Oof.
Yeah, that for sure.
I like how we just traded off. It's fine.
Ooh.
Dealing 11 damage total.
Okay. Let's see. I apparently still had additional from last go around.
And I believe you also. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Oh, I said I still had, it looks like temp max HP from last time. I don't know if that was still in effect or not.
Oh, yeah, we will say that that's no longer in effect, so you can
Okay,
just
alright.
remove that.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. Also do a concentration check for me, if you could please.
Yep. 1 second. Oh, that's nice.
Yep.
That is very helpful.
Oh,
no.
you just met it. It's okay. Just enough. Okay, so you're still concentrating on Force Blade then.
Yes.
Okay, anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. This Shambler's turn. It is also going to move 20 feet and then move it to stop its turn. Paul, your turn.
Paul is gonna sigh and rub his hands together. Roger, out of all nights, why'd you have to pick last night?
Look now.
What?
Yeah, save it later. Paul is going to hurl Crushing Singularity behind this fella here.
What did they do last night?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
All right, so where are you putting the Crushing Singularity?
It's gonna be behind this middle guy here.
Okay. So can
I can't target
crush-
empty spaces.
Yeah, it's okay. I think for Crushing Singularity, it's literally just place it down somewhere.
Yeah,
So
it's
you
gonna
cast
be.
it, and it will let you place it down.
Yeah, it'll be behind the black fella.
Go
and
ahead and place it behind him then. Because after you cast
Well,
it,
no, he was
I
saying
can't.
cast it, and it should let you place it. Is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 6th level. He's not.
Damn.
He's not having this. Why?
All right. So strength saving throws for all the people affected by it. All right. So let me do his strength saving throw.
Wait a minute. Why aren't these two in the circle? Because they're 15. They should be within.
We're gonna go ahead and wait. Let's see. 15. Yeah, I think it's because they're barely touching the circle, but you know we'll count them too.
Balls barely touching.
Good.
What do you say?
Nothing.
Bally touching.
Damn, Mel.
Roger sees this happening and just takes a step back.
Okay. So unfortunately, the big guy succeeds his strength save. Let me go for the constructs here.
Paul just holds up the middle finger.
Ooh, the one on the right fails to save. One on the left fails to save. Nice. Top right
going.
Shambler succeeds. Top left fails. All right, so that's
3 out of 5.
three
I'll
out
go
of
for
five. That's not bad. Okay,
And the
so
3 that failed end up getting pulled closer towards the center.
yep.
And they all take 3d6 bludgeoning and an additional 1d6 bludgeoning for each other creature that fails the saving throw, up to a maximum of 6d6.
Jesus
Nice.
Christ.
Yeah, he's very tired, but he's not having this. He has energy, but he's very tired.
Alrighty, so let me go ahead and let me see.
66.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll for it.
What am I rolling for?
66 for the damage of the ones that
Yeah,
they'll
66
take.
for damage.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Ooh, nice. So you pretty much fucking kill this one. He just gets absorbed into the singularity and like just gets wiped away from existence.
Spaghettification.
Forgetification.
It is a black hole.
And the two constructs here, they start cracking away at their foundations because you know the singularity is fucking them up.
That's gotta be a kick-ass scene though, having this fucking black hole behind this dude, and he's just kind of standing there.
Yep. He's just kind of standing still with his sword planted on the ground. Anything else for your turn, Paul?
Nope, he's just gonna rub at his face and just give Roger a look.
Don't look at me.
I am looking at you.
You know, you don't gotta look at me. It's fine.
Mhm.
The fuck
Do
is
do
wrong
do.
with
But
Don't worry about it.
Kanan, your turn.
that? Fuck's kind of in the way, so I'll have to do something else. Lapido. Guess I'll just cast Bless and be done with that.
Okay. Targeting how many?
Hold on.
Okay.
I'll do it second level.
Nice. So targeting everybody.
Yes, everybody.
Sweet. All right.
God, I hate that. It scares me.
Let me go ahead and give everybody the blessed. Hashtag blessed.
Oh, what happened to fuck?
I accidentally made him invisible for a second.
Oh god.
Too blessed.
Blessed right out of this plane.
And then, oh,
Uh-huh. And
Well,
how
that-
do you feel?
I'll end my turn. Because I can't do anything else. Man, I'm hungry.
Same.
Do you need me to order you food?
No, he's making breakfast. I just have to wait.
I'll take that offer.
Do you want me to buy you breakfast?
Bro, I would love you if you did.
Plus,
I did offer earlier.
I'm also PMSing, so I'm kind of like,
Ah.
yeah.
Mm,
yeah.
that
I'm
explains
sorry.
a lot.
Both y'all know how it is.
Yeah, we were like, you okay?
Well,
Mm.
well, Shrine's slowly losing.
I am free.
I
Slowly
Dude,
losing
I
my
will
ass
be.
is gone.
I don't get those, but
Okay.
I empathize with you.
Just be glad you don't.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast as a bonus action Magnify Weapon on Oathbinder.
Nice.
And going to attack the Umbral Shambler twice.
That's weird.
I love the description of this spell because all I can picture is like it glitching and getting big for half a second.
Damn, 18.
You see Oathbinder
Nice.
grows large in your hands right as you swing across with it, and you just hear Eric goes like, massive power!
Does it hit or?
13 definitely does hit.
So I roll another 1d6 for the damage.
Yeah, these shamblers ain't gonna be very tanky.
Blaze, how can you remember this shit this early in the morning?
It's noon.
I'm about to say it's noon. I woke up.
I
this
don't.
morning.
I don't wake up till like 11 or 12. So.
Nah, I get you.
Nah, I'm
I-
usually awake at like 5 o'clock for my work, so.
I usually get up at 6, but due to prior events, that did not happen.
So that's 27, 28, 33 damage so far. And if it's still alive, then I would hit again.
It is definitely still alive, but on its last legs.
Yeah, thing's dead.
Nice. Yep, yeah, it's dead. Woo! Anything else for your turn?
That's it.
You see he witnesses you guys take down the shamblers as he still stands still even within proximity of the singularity, to the point where like you can tell the suction behind him is like going massively powerful, but he's not phased by it. still standing still with his sword planted to the ground as he looks to you all and say, "Not every day I see a wizard throwing the massive darkness of space at me. Impressive."
It's been a long night.
Then I suppose I will test you further still. And he's gonna spend half his movement to get over here. And he's gonna start whacking at Roger.
Roger's just gonna be like, "What did I do?"
You have a force blade. That's what you did. But yes, he's going to target Roger, and he's going to attack you.
Yes, D&D, the game where I have a calculator up on the side.
And he's gonna do a double attack with his Void Gauntlet sword.
You smarter
Oh
than
boy.
me. Yeah, sure.
12, unfortunately, it does hit.
Yeah, it does hit.
Wait, hold on.
So...
Hold on.
Oh, you have something?
You sound
Oh
so
wait, never
excited.
mind.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say if it's is it Roger doing the save or is it the?
It would be Roger doing the save, yeah.
Then doesn't
Okay.
he get an extra D4?
He does, from Blessed, yes.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Okay, so go ahead and do your strength save.
Sorry.
If you fail, you get knocked prone.
Add 5 because of blessing or protection. So
Oh god.
15.
Nice. Go ahead and add a d4 to it just cause.
Yeet.
Nice. You don't get knocked prone, but you do feel the blunt of his attack. So I'm gonna roll for damage.
oof.
Dealing 25 damage total.
Yeah, Paul's gonna react with Hellish Rebuke.
Well, first of all, hold up. Concentration check for.
Oh god, that's right. Let me see here.
It was supposed to snow this weekend. There's no snow. What the fuck?
I'm trying to. How do I do a concentration check? I know you had a thing for it before.
Just do a con save. Yeah,
Just a con save. Alright.
Yeah, it's basically just a con save with a DC of 10.
Okay.
Nice. You still
20.
hold on to the concentration. And you take 25 damage. And I believe Paul is using the reaction. I believe you're using the Hellish Rebuke, Infernal
Mhm.
Love.
Yep.
Nice. So, yeah, both you and Roger can do it if you want in reaction, unless Paul just wants to do it on his end.
That's up to Roger.
Nice.
Sure. You know what? Why not?
13 damage. Nice.
Here. God, I forgot you have an Islis's Infernal Love. Let's see.
Wondering why it didn't calculate the damage for you.
Because I'm dumb and didn't target. Hold on.
Oh.
Let me fix that.
Paul's gonna look at this dude and just be like, the only thing you're testing is my patience.
Or
Hmm.
maybe you just
Yeah,
didn't do it.
Weird. Usually it does cast it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Just rolled manually.
Okay, let's see.
But
It has to do a
it has to
save
do a
first,
dex
yeah?
saving throws for both of them.
Yeah. And
He's
then I
very
have to
bad
do
at- He's very bad at dex, so this should be good.
Don't jinx it.
same.
Yeah, he's very bad at dex.
Okay, so it's 2d10. Yeah.
Oh, that's a massive fail on both.
Oh!
So -1. I'm gonna say based on that -1, not only do you damage him, but you're gonna get advantage on your next attack on him.
I love
Nice.
how you did the same exact damage to him as well.
Nice.
Perfect.
That's
The
fine.
dice know. The dice are thematic today.
Singularity.
The dice know. They know it's exactly when to screw the DM over. All right, nice. So yeah, he's gonna take the blunt of that, and go ahead and remember to give yourself advantage on your next attack, Roger. He's gonna do a second attack though.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, because we haven't gotten into the second attack yet. Ah! Yeah, don't worry about the strength saving though. That shit just
Bitch.
straight up misses.
Bitch.
He tries swinging for you again, but you know that he can't see through the literal fire that he's been set upon, and you know he misses as you kind of just duck under him.
Paul's
Quick
tail
one
is
you
just-
are.
Paul's
I tried
tail
to be.
is- Paul's tail is just kind of wagging.
Right. So that's gonna be his turn. This void construct is going to whir its arcane runes, and then it's going to spawn another umbral shambler next to it.
Right
Oh.
in the singularity. How nice.
Yep. I could be a dick and just spawn it outside it, but nah. No, I mean, I feel like this would make more sense.
That's his fault.
All right, so that's going to be spawned there. They're not going to be added into the initiative until next round, which is soon. But yeah, this one's going to do the same thing. Spawn over here. And new round. I'm going to add these two in.
Does the singularity, does the strength checks happen as they are created, or is it when it's on their turn?
I believe. Well, let me reread. Singularity. Da-da-da-da. So it happens when you cast the spell, but it also they have to redo it if they end their turn near the singularity afterwards. So if they end their turn near the singularity, they're gonna have to do the strength saving throw.
Sweet.
Okay. This Umbral Shambler is definitely gonna try and get the fuck out of the way. And it's gonna try and go for Paul. Pagetto.
Mhm.
And it's gonna try and attack you with 2 claw attacks. That's a hit. Dealing 8 damage. And then
Astounding.
another. That's miss. Okay. So you just get dealt 8 damage.
Okay.
And that is going to be that thing's turn. This one is going to try gunning for Falmouth. Yeah. That's a miss. And once again.
Reaction to add +2 from bracers to AC.
Yeah, you parry this thing's attack and manage to fend it off, so you don't get hit. And Roger, your turn.
Okay, Roger is going to target himself. And we're going to cast Cure Wounds.
Go right ahead.
Because boy could use it.
We love a self-sufficient man.
He's just like, why do I have to do this? We're in your head. Looks back at Ken. We're in your head. Why do I have to heal myself?
And he's the cleric.
Let me see here. So it's 14. Let me. At least get him a little bit up.
Nice. Anything else?
Let me see. I think that's going to be it for his turn. Him, I do not want to provoke an opportunity attack. I am already dealing with so much right now.
Paul, your turn.
Paul is gonna hold his hand up to this motherfucker right in front of him. And yeah, he's not even gonna say anything. He's just gonna cast Magic Missile. At 3rd level.
The missiles. Nice. So that's gonna be pretty much 9 darts, right?
I think so. Blaze, you're the calculator.
Yeah, I think it's 9 darts.
Let's see, make a ranged attack, and it's 3. You're casting it. No, you're doing 5 darts.
Oh, right, because it creates 1 more dart for each level, not 3 more darts. Okay.
5 darts.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll for, let's see, 2d4 5 times.
So 10d4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10d4.
Oh.
You bring its you like blast apart this thing's limbs to the point where it's kind of like almost like an armless just walking husk right now, and it's very close to death next to you. Some of its blood splatters on you though.
Okay, that's it.
Kanan, your turn.
I already got blessed going, so let's try this.
Is it time for violence?
I guess. He's gonna go here. He's gonna target this dude and use lacerate
Ooh.
at, let's see here, at 3rd level.
Nice. Go ahead. Con saving throw, and it takes 48 damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. If the saving throw fails by 5 or more, the wound erupts in a violent spray of blood, and he gains a level of exhaustion. Damn. All right, let's do this.
Since at 3rd level, it's 5d8.
Increases by 1d8.
Yeah, so it's 5d8.
All right. Let me roll for his con saving throw. What is the DC on it?
That is a good
It
question.
should-
It doesn't show.
It should say at the bottom of your spellbook
It
page.
doesn't. Oh, 16.
Okay, so let us roll for 16.
16. Duh.
Oh.
Oof. He meets it just enough.
He still takes half.
Yes. So go ahead and still roll for the damage. Just
Okay.
remember, because you cast it at 3rd level, it is 1 extra d8.
So 5d8.
Yes.
Yep.
Dang, that's good.
Meow.
Ooh, spicy. Okay, so half of 21. Let me pull out my little calculator because I suck at math.
It takes 11 damage after rounding up.
Oh, what about the d4? Nope, never mind. Forget that.
Yep, 11 damage.
Whenever target attack roller saving throw buttons. Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, just half of 21.
He looks at the wound you inflicted on its body. Even though he's sturdy enough to withstand it, he regards you with a look of almost like proud acknowledgement. You know how to heal, but don't not hesitate to inflict violence. This I like.
It's in my blood.
So I see. And Balmouth, your turn. Oh wait, unless there's something else you want to do with your turn, Mel.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay. Balmouth, your turn.
So first thing I'm doing is I'm going to make one attack with Oathbinder on the Umbral Shambler.
Lightsaber.
For 32 damage.
Nice.
And then for the second attack, I'm going to pivot. Falmouth's going to turn his head and
Oh
use
wait.
his...
Does the D4 apply to attack or damage roll now, or just the attack roll?
Attack, roll, and saving throws.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, continue. Sorry, Falmouth.
It's okay. And for the other action, for the other attack, because I'm going to use Breath Weapon.
Ooh. In which direction, sir?
Towards the two Void Constructors.
Yeah.
Because and it does reach both of their squares.
Yay, AoEs.
And I do one more D10.
Feels weird saying that the Void Constructors can do a dex save.
So 8 damage or Dexterity save for half.
Again, feels weird that I'm making two constructs roll for dex save. So that one failed, and now the one on the left. Also a fail. So they're gonna both take 8.
Okay.
Nice.
And I will end turn here, just to act as like a sort of deterrent against it trying to get past to Roger.
Nice. This old man's turn. He's still pretty insistent on breaking concentration on Roger's Forge Blade. So he's still gonna attack Roger. So first attack he's gonna do with Void Gauntlet. It's gonna be on Roger.
Oh,
Sadly doesn't hit.
Yeah,
That's a hit.
Go ahead and do a strength saving throw. Remember the +5 to it from Falmouth, and also a +4. Oh, sorry, +1d4 from Mel's Bless.
Okay, so we've got.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, you're more than fine.
Alright.
All right. So you pass the check with flying colors, and you don't get knocked prone. Now, if you could please do your concentration check.
Okay. Concentration check. It's also a con save, yeah?
Yeah, it's a con saving throw, DC 10.
You're also
Oh
fine.
no! Oh wait,
Ow.
no, that's right. You get the thing.
So +5.
Got +5 and bless.
Damn it! Right.
Wander's like, come on.
Yeah, you hold on to concentration, and now roll for the damage.
Ooh,
Dealing 29.
Oh,
ooh.
Now we 20.
yay. Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Paul's gonna use a reaction.
Go ahead.
He's
was
going
for-
to. No. He's gonna use the blood from the Umbral Shambler that's on him and use Sickle Cell.
Ooh. Go ahead. Doing fucking bloodbender shit out here.
That never. Those dice never fully landed.
You can roll a d4 from Mel's Bless for the attack roll.
Cool. 1d4?
Yes, 1d4.
Yep.
Because hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
That's short. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit either of them. You do pique his curiosity though. He dodges the chakrams and looks over to you and goes like, "Infernal blood magic, huh?"
Yeah? You got a problem with it?
Curiouser and curiouser. You intrigue me, your allies.
Roger's just quietly, is this one of those things where if you die in the dream, you die for real?
I suppose you will find out, young one, if you can survive this next strike. And he's gonna try and attack you again. Roger with the second attack.
Oh boy.
Listen,
If this hits, it will most likely down you.
Oh yeah.
So I completely apologize if it does, but you know, pray to the RNGesus.
Praying to RNGesus, yes.
No, it hits.
Oh
Yes!
no!
Oh no!
All right, strength saving throw. I mean, not that. I guess it doesn't fucking matter if you if you down from this. but yeah,
Strength
just do it.
strength saving throw?
Yeah. Yeah, you're fine. Well,
I'm not
I
fine.
say that. Oh God.
Oh my! Is that just outright dead?
No,
wait. you don't have
actually
it.
not dead, but you are down.
I'm about to say that puts him down.
Yep, Roger is downed. His attacks, though he looks quite old, are so furious that it's almost blinding his strikes as he cuts you almost like sashimi, and you just fall to the ground in a puddle of your own blood.
There's a notice of, do you want to do a constitution? Or a concentration throw?
Yeah,
Say,
no,
me,
you're
I'm pretty
pretty
sure
much
that's
not
broken.
concentrating on the spell anymore. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, question. Can you use 2 reactions?
No.
Unfortunately,
Turn?
no. It
Damn.
refreshes on your turn.
Damn.
So we're gonna go ahead and end concentration on that. I apologize, Roger, but sometimes we just gotta be brutal,
That's okay, it happens.
especially when there's an insured damage spell out there.
Front Roger's just laying there like Pomflies with just help for me.
You see, the old man looks over to you, kid, and just goes like, "Well, suppose it'll be you next, young one."
you could have gone after me instead of going after him.
Well, only a foolish man would let a spellcaster go, especially one as feeble as him.
Don't call him
Thanks.
feeble.
Does that bother you?
Yeah, it does.
Then show me your power, your fury. And then Al,
Listen,
Void
bitch.
Constructor. What are you saying?
I didn't say anything.
This Void Constructor, since it started its turn near the Singularity, I think this has to do the Strength saving throw again, I believe.
Yeah.
Or it's when
I
it
think.
ends its turn.
I have no idea.
Let me check. It's when it ends its turn, but since I forgot to do it last time, we're just gonna do it now, just to be fair.
Yay. Fuck.
That's a fail on the left one. Now the right one. The right one, unfortunately, succeeds. So the left one is gonna take the damage. Go ahead and roll for what? How much damage was it in? Let's see.
It was.
He's the only one that failed, I think.
Two d6 bludgeoning damage.
No.
66?
No, it's 2d6.
2d6.
Or is it
And then-
3d6? No, wait, it was 3d6 to cast at 6th level.
3d6.
Nice. Unfortunately, the thing is still alive. And it's gonna start pooping out more shamblers.
Of course it is.
Same with the other one. Gonna add these. Wait, why are they already low health?
Pain and agony.
There we go.
Deathwing.
All right, and then we're gonna add them the initiative too. Okay. This Shambler's turn. It's gonna target Paul again, and it's gonna swipe at him. That's fail.
Mm-hmm.
God, these Shamblers suck.
Paul's just gonna lean back as he swipes.
Oh yeah, I forgot. No, you blasted this thing's limbs off. No, this thing just tries to like kind of lean towards you and bite like a zombie, but it keeps failing every time.
Having trouble there, buddy?
He just kind of makes gnarly noises. The second Shambler's turn. It's gonna try swiping at Falmouth again. That's a fail. God, these Shamblers suck. Oh, that's actually a hit this time.
Yep.
Surprising.
And even using the reaction, it wouldn't work. So.
Dealing 4 damage. Or sorry, 7. It's a tiny 7. This Shambler's turn. It's gonna start moving over here. It's gonna step over the corpse of its ally. It's gonna start attacking Falmouth.
That's still within the circle, yeah?
Yep.
15 feet?
I mean, these things aren't exactly intelligent.
That hits.
Good.
Dealing 12 damage. And the next. 16. Would you like to use your reaction?
Yes.
Okay, you parry that strike and it doesn't do any damage to you. And it's going to end its turn there. Since it ended its turn within distance of the singularity, it's going to have to do a strength saving throw. Do it. That's a fail, so it gets sucked all the way back here.
And
And
it
it's
takes
going to take
3d6.
3d6 damage. So go ahead and roll for that, Paul.
3d6?
Yes.
Because he gets shot back, does that trigger an opportunity attack or no?
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
As
I'm
in-
gonna count it. I would count it, yeah. So that's 13 damage first. Hold on, people. Too many dice invading my screen.
Yeah, I think he's dead.
And then that's gonna be an additional 28 damage. Yeah, he's straight up dead.
Shame.
Just gets sucked into the fucking darkness of the universe.
Just slurp.
Slurp. Now, Roger, please roll for your death saving throw. Your first
What?
one.
Do I need to roll for that? Like I.
It's a
Just
straight
press on
constitution.
death saving
Straight-
throw.
Straight
Yeah.
d20.
Okay.
Yeah, if you press on the skeleton that's over your portrait in your character sheet, it'll roll it for you.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Yay!
Oh, you immediately
Oh,
stabilize. You immediately stabilize and are back at 1 HP.
That's
Got
funny.
1 HP.
Nice job. You kind of rally to yourself and kind of like crawl back on your feet, while the old man is busy looking at Kanan.
Roger's just like, God damn.
Now, on a nat 20, I'm gonna allow you to do a bonus action if you want. Would you like to do one?
Let me see what he can do real quick.
Does he have Misty Step?
No.
That'd be a bad idea anyway.
No,
Why?
but
If he
it's...
Misty Stepped, it doesn't provoke an opportunity attack.
Oh,
I
okay.
just love that
That's why I
after
asked.
after he called Roger feeble, that's when you rallied. It's like, I lived, bitch.
Nope, he's gonna do something else.
Ooh, healing word, nice. Alright, you heal yourself for 23 HP.
He's just gonna get up and just be like, I'm getting real sick and tired of people saying shit like that.
Hmm.
And,
Perhaps you are sturdier than you look.
and that is going to be his turn currently.
Nice. Paul, your turn.
Paul has just given this bitch a death glare, but he's going to target Roger and use life transference.
Ooh. Go ahead.
Jesus fuck.
Wait, no, you're targeting him. You're giving your life to him.
No! Get out of here! I had a target on Roger. The fuck?
What?
Get
Alright,
up!
but yes, let's see. You take 15 damage, Paul. And then, Roger, you regain 30 because it's 2 times 15.
Oh, shit. Okay. Nice.
That's gonna be it for him.
Aiden, your turn.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's try and inflict wounds.
Ooh, the bad touch.
Yeah.
Do it. Oh wait, also, does Bless go away if you get downed?
That's a good question. Bless is a concentration spell for me. So, if my concentration gets broken, then everybody loses their bless.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I'll allow that. Roger gets to keep his Bless.
Okay.
DM's like, I almost killed you once already. I'll let you keep your bless, I guess.
Go ahead and roll for your Bless roll as well, no? For the D4.
I like how we've just kind of just collectively changed over to necrotic damage.
And with that extra bonus, you do hit him. Nice.
No.
Oh, and the nice thing about Bless, for future reference, is that it does apply death saving throws.
And
Yeah, Roger
then...
didn't already pull that fucking nat 20.
Yep.
Give me 1 second.
He can't keep getting away with it.
Apparently I can.
Ooh. Oh wait, I think that's only for a weapon attack mode.
Oh, okay,
Or,
never mind.
Yeah, it's okay. You still do the inflict wounds damage though.
Okay.
And you're casting it at 4th level, which means that it does way more damage. So I'm gonna see. 1d10 for each level. Damn! That's 6d10! Oh! Okay, no wonder it's so much damage. You reach out and you just, with your necrotic claws, dig deep into this old man's armor, and you sink right through, almost like acid, as you see the dark energies start to burn away at the old armor. He kind of grips at your wrist as you're clawing into him, and kind of gets grits his fangs as he stares at you. Ugh. Not bad, young one.
That was for Roger.
Sorry, say that again, man.
I said that was for Roger.
Aw.
Roger's gonna be like, oh, you do care.
Shut up.
Whoa, what's wrong?
And then he will cast as a bonus action Healing Word. Just to top off Paul
Okay. Nice.
at 1st level.
Nice. And you do get the healing bonuses as well.
Yeah, the healing bonus. Do.
Yeah. Nice to be a disciple of life.
2 plus 12.
Alright, so you are
extra
level-
3.
Yeah. Okay.
10.
Yeah, you heal
Yeah.
10.
Healing word is such a nice little bonus.
And I'll end my turn.
Omiz, your turn.
Okay, first things first.
Dicks.
Okay, Mel.
That's the first things first.
Draconic Smite. Next melee attack will do additional cold damage, and I can target up to 4 additional people to take an additional, in this case, 3d6 cold damage on top of that.
Ooh, ice shrapnel. Nice. Yeah, that man is super dead.
And then I will target the 2 Void Constructors, the Knight, and the Shambler targeting Paul for the additional 3d6 cold damage from the Draconic Smite.
Con saving throw, right? Or
Yes.
okay, so let me roll for their con saving throw. Now this is a saving throw that actually makes sense for 2 hunks of rocks. What's the DC on it again?
My spell save is DC 17.
Okay, this one definitely fails. And let's see the left one. Definitely fail. Okay, so go ahead and roll the damage for both of them. Oh, okay, which one would you like for that one to take the 9?
Well, it just does straight 3d6, so I would just say the one on the right.
Okay, so that one takes 9. And the other? That one gets dealt 6.
Mm-hmm.
They're brittle and they look like they're about to break, but they're still standing.
There's also the Knight, because I can target up to 4. So there's the Knight, and there's the Shambler in front of Paul.
Okay,
So
so
that's
let
my
me
turn
go ahead and
concentration
roll
too.
for their con saving throw. The Knight first. He definitely succeeds.
So he doesn't take damage.
The other Shambler definitely fails. So go ahead and roll with the 3d6 on him. That's a dead one.
And he's going to move next to Kanan just to get him close to the Knight. And unturn.
Let him get up. Let him get up. All right, the Knight's turn. He's gonna target Kanan this time.
Yes, target me instead of the squishies.
It is your test. Sorry.
Like fucking leave Roger alone. He's squishy. He can't help it.
If it's his test, shouldn't he be the one that's targeted?
He smirks and says, "Very well, wizard. I shall take you up on your challenge then. So will all of you." And he's going to go ahead and walk backwards. Does anyone want to do an opportunity attack?
I think all of us would. Can all of us do it?
Yes. Yes, you may.
Oh joy. Roger doesn't have his force blade out, so I'm gonna guess that he's doing this. He's doing this shit with his regular weapon.
So what do we do for that? Is it just a straight d20?
Well, decide which melee weapon you're using to attack, and then just roll it.
He is actually gonna use Cosblade.
Ooh.
I don't know if you have a thing on that or not, since it's inventory versus an actual weapon.
It's the Battle Chef Field Dresser.
Where the fuck is that?
It's under inventory.
I know that, but which one under that?
It's called Battle Chef Field Dresser.
Ah, there it is. Okay, cool. So. Yada yada yada. When you hit with an attack with the dagger, target takes an extra 1d4 damage. This doesn't tell me what I roll.
If you click it, it's like target the guy and then click on the thing, it will roll for you.
Make
Yeah.
sure I actually target this fucker.
All right, so let's go through this one by one. Kanan, you missed unfortunately,
Duh.
but you can roll a d4 if you'd like for your bless. All of you can roll an extra d4.
I
actually,
did
for your
roll a
bless.
d4.
Oh, for some reason it says it was rolled as Void Knight.
Yeah,
for some
that's
reason.
weird, but yeah, I rolled a 2.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately that does not meet the number.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oathbinder does hit, so that damage will count. Rapier hit.
Can I use a spell slot for Divine Smite?
I'm gonna say on a reaction hit, no.
Fair.
But the rapier does hit. And would you like to roll a d4 from your bless to try and augment Battleshield Field Dresser, Paul?
Say that again?
Would you like to roll a d4 from your bless to try and increase the number in your attack roll?
Fuck yeah. So just a d4?
Yeah.
Would that be same for Roger?
Yes, but you know, you're definitely a hit too. So. Okay, unfortunately, Paul, you don't hit. But Roger and Falmouth definitely hit. So let me 38 damage from Oathbinder. And also 8 damage from Paul. Or sorry, Roger. You see he kind of tanks these hits intentionally, grunting as he does so. And he enacts his little scheme into place as he's going to use Pull the Void.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh.
And he's going to target Paul, Kanan, and Roger. And he's going to try and pull you guys into the singularity with him.
Oh, no.
Interesting.
Okay, so
Oh,
strength saves.
No.
Strength save. Thankfully, you guys are near Falmouth, so you get the +5 and also the +4 from Kanan.
No! Wait, does that
Oof.
actually...
Oh, come on.
Okay,
Oh no,
so +5 from Falmouth.
it doesn't matter. Even
Yeah.
with a +4, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I'd say still roll for it anyway, because
Does anyone else have inspiration from Kanan's thing? Because I still have the inspiration from that time. Does anyone else have
Actually,
inspiration?
I do.
Oh,
Yeah, you
actually,
guys
I do
should have
have
all-
I do have
you
one
guys-
inspiration.
yeah,
You
you guys
guys-
should all have inspo. So
You guys do get a reroll.
Okay, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I guess I'll
Oh.
use mine.
alrighty. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
So that's 12. So Paul,
Nice.
you can still roll a d4, and if you get a 4, you make it, Paul.
Oh.
Go Paul. Go Paul.
Wonderful.
Go Paul.
Oh.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say because you did a nat 20, Roger.
Mhm.
You get to roll an extra d4 to help Paul if you want.
Okay, I can do that.
Oh no.
My God.
Can Paul also use a reaction?
Sure. What's the reaction?
Gonna do Hellish Rebuke again.
Oh, against him? Yeah, sure. Yeah, because it is a damaging attack.
It sure is.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It doesn't hit Kanan and it doesn't hit Roger. So you two don't take the damage. Paul, though, unfortunately, you are going to take the 39 damage. And as you're being pulled, you see Roger kind of try to hold out his hand to catch you as you're like getting sucked towards him by a tendril. But like your hands just miss each other as he pulls Paul closer to the singularity with him.
Roger's just like, Kanan, We need to talk about the shit that goes on in your head.
I'm atoning for my sins.
Doesn't Roger also get the Hellish Rebuke attack?
Yes,
You
yes.
can if you want to activate it, Roger.
Actually, yes, he will.
Why wouldn't he?
Although to be fair, Kanan did help, stand up for Roger a little bit when his rep was being trashed.
Yes, it's true. He's not ungrateful. He's just like, why is it always you?
Oh, the shiny dice!
Bam!
27, nice. You both kind of hellish rebuke at him to try and save the other. Though he's still standing, almost like an immovable boulder, as he kind of holds Paul in front of him with a tendril. Paul, as you're forced to face the very singularity that you casted behind him.
It's a concentration spell, right?
Let me
think
check.
If it is, he's gonna stop concentrating.
Because he does take damage, and he can willfully fail a concentration check.
Yeah, let me check the spell. No, it is not concentration.
Damn.
These biscuits are hot.
How long does it last?
Let us see. Concentration, no. And it is duration 1 round.
Oh, then it should have ended already.
I don't think it's been 10 rounds yet. Oh no, wait, that's right. It's not 1 minute, it's 1 round. Okay,
Oh.
yeah.
It should have ended already.
Shit, son. I thought
Well,
it was 1
yeah.
minute.
Well, we've been doing this wrong. It's fine.
We
It's
could do it with just flavor.
Yeah, we'll do it just for flavor.
Shape
Yeah,
up.
he kind of holds you by the throat, Paul, near the singularity, and just kind of smiles at you and goes like, "Are you ready to look into the eye of death, young one?"
Paul's just gonna smile and be like, bring it.
Just the Cusco, like, bring it on.
Bring on.
All right. Next turn then. Well, he's ending his turn near the singularity, and since we are confirming that it is existing right now, I think it's only fair that we make him do the strength check. Which he unfortunately passes.
Son of a bitch.
Flying ass color.
I like putting ice in my milk.
Ice in your milk?
Mm-hmm.
Ice in your milk is good. Icy milk is good, yes.
Doesn't he also have to make the dexterity saves against the hellish rebukes?
Oh yeah, let me do it. Nah, you know what? Just for flavor, just for this moment, I'm gonna say that he eats the brunt of them, which he already did. Now, next turn.
Nom, nom, nom.
This Umbral Shambler that's been finally get to do something for once. Gonna go over here and he's gonna try slapping Kanan.
What? Okay.
Bitch slap, damn.
That's a fail. Mega fail.
He's just gonna
I'm gonna-
scream at it.
Yours. I'm gonna say because of that, go ahead and roll for intimidate.
Not like a manly scream, like a monster scream.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for intimidate.
Okay.
Makes you think of that whole Ember Island player, Toph.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna say because of that, this fucker is gonna have disadvantage on his next attack. And his turn's gonna just immediately end there. In shame.
Go away, Grace.
This void construct's turn, it is going to use its essentially its last breath to poop out another shambler.
Poop.
Look, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Where'd it go? Oh. It ended up on Roger for some reason.
6.
Roger does not consent.
Gonna end his turn there, and it's gonna do a strength saving throw because fucking black hole.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Bitch of the son of a.
How am I gonna explain how a construct nat 20s against a black hole?
Digs its feet into the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it even as it's being ripped apart at the seams, it manages to hold on just long enough to poop out one more shambler, and then it's gonna end its turn. This next one is just gonna do the same thing. And then it's gonna end its turn and also have to do the strength saving.
God damn.
And it also survives.
These things fucking. What are they made of?
Alright, now adding these fuckers in.
Are you serious?
Alright. This shambler. Gonna go over here and it's gonna go ahead and try and whack Mr. Roger.
Fantastic.
15. That's a
That
hit.
hits. Yep.
Dealing 6 damage. Another. That's a hit. Dealing 8.
Dealing 8.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's gonna be its turn. Mr. Wait, hold on. Eh, eh. Roger, your turn.
All right. All right. Roger is going to target Paul. And he's going to cast Healing Word because no.
Ooh. Very good rolls on the healing, too. So, Paul, you get back 21 health.
Yeah.
Silly question. Can Paul target himself with Vortex Warp?
Oh, wait.
No.
Ow.
Before we continue, I'm just gonna put it out there just for clarification. We're just gonna have the singularity exist there just for flavor.
Sexy.
Okay. Now, sorry, go on. Anything else for your turn, Roger?
Yeah, he's going to take a stab at this fucker that smacked him.
Go ahead.
Oh.
You can still roll the d4 from Bless.
Oh, yes. Hold on, let's do that.
Ooh, unfortunately, that still misses.
Roger's just like, so much better with magic swords. And that's going to be his turn.
Mr. Paul, it is your turn.
Paul's smile is just going to get wider into a toothy grin. And he is just gonna hold up his hand towards this bitch's face
Oh my
and
god.
Cast magic missile.
I thought you were gonna do your fucking point blank fireball.
I thought about it, but he didn't want to miss. So 5th level, what does that do?
5th level, and this is a 1st level spell originally, right? So that's gonna be
Yeah.
4 extra darts.
And it's 2d4 for each one.
So that's gonna be like 8 darts.
8d4?
8d4, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Bless you.
28. You kind of grasp your hand across his face, kind of like a smack sound, and you just let loose all the force energy from your hands. Your palms begin smoking as he just kind of blasts him in the face. As when you remove your hand, you just see a face of determination in his eyes as he looks back at you and almost bites at your hand before you pull it away.
You know, if you're going to kill me, what are you waiting for?
Oh, tossing you into the blackness of space, just like you tried to do to me, sounds pleasant, wouldn't you say?
I'll take that as a challenge.
Okay. Anything else for your turn, Paul?
Nope.
Okay. Since you ended your turn into singularity, please do a strength saving throw.
They're just straight D20.
No, just do a strength saving throw.
Wait, I'm a dumbass.
That's a
Nice.
success, I believe. Yes.
This is Roger with all the stuff happening in Kanan's brain.
All right, Kanan, it is your turn. Seeing your friends in danger, all potentially being sucked in by a black hole, and Roger getting so hurt, you kind of feel like you can hear your heartbeat extremely loud right now, and something almost pulses inside of you, and you feel something shining in the pocket where you kept the black starfire.
The what?
The gem you took from Iraviran.
The chromatic gene.
Like, I don't remember killing a Teen Titan.
She was never a Teen Titan though, she was just a bitch.
Okay.
And when you search your pocket, you find
A dildo.
and
Yeah, that tracks it out.
My first thought was, it's out of this world. I hate this.
added it into your features. I'll go ahead and link it too.
Excuse me.
Yes, Paul, there is plans for that.
Sexy.
Gonna pull it out and
But
look
yeah.
confused.
Oh, did you see what I posted in the chat? In the Foundry chat, I mean.
Yeah, I see it.
Alright, so, with the two metallic gene here that you don't see, or you don't remember having in the first place, when you feel it over with your fingers, though, you feel Bahamut's grace again. And it is instinctively then in your mind that you know what you must do, as you are compelled to hold it together with the chromatic gene that you got from Iraviran.
But that makes a draconic abomination.
And in a burst of light, when you combine the powers of these two gems together, the metallic gene almost purifying the chromatic gene to allow it to be controllable. I'm just gonna put your token to the side real quick, Mel. 1 second.
The fuck? Oh my god, that scared me. Why do you do this?
Don Den, I love this song.
You fucking bastard.
Oh,
The fuck?
This song I definitely recognize from Breath of Fire.
But did
3.
you just turn him into Kaiser?
Maybe. when you open your eyes, Kanan, you take on a completely different form, that of a large dragon, I would say, not gargantuan, but large size dragon. Your form being different than that of Iraviren, but strikingly similar. A unique form all on its own, combined with your own magic and worship the Bahamut. The metallic gene allowing you to not be corrupted whilst in this form. And I believe you now have the character sheet with all the capabilities you are able to do in this form and your health bar. So, just to explain, this is basically going to act like a wild shape. If you get killed in this form, you'll just turn back to regular Kanan. But, other than that, it'll last for 3 rounds.
Okay.
Roger's just gonna look over it like, I sure hope that's a good thing that's happening right now.
I don't know. I wish I had an answer for you. I don't.
You look around and all of a sudden you are it almost feels like you are looking down at everybody from up closer to the ceiling.
What the fuck
is going on?
What a perfect voice.
Excuse me. Sorry. I'm looking through the thing right now. Give me a second. I'm sorry.
I love that concept though. Just he's looking down, everybody is looking up like, oh god, oh god, oh god, is this going to be another case of Kanan is going to try to kill us?
Yeah. You have complete control over this form, as you are finding out. You don't have your cleric magic, of course, while you're in this form, but you are granted with new abilities, some of them familiar from Iraviren. If you look in your spellbook category,
yeah,
you also
I'm
have
trying
innate
to.
spelling.
I'm just words. Words.
Yeah, take
Words.
your time.
Words. Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, take your time.
I mean, you know,
Shut up,
I
Strahd.
already offered.
Like, look, I made a cool dragon form, okay? Of course I'm gonna give it some words.
Words. Words. Okay. I'm gonna just so am I above everybody?
No, you're on the ground. It's just you know, of course you're bigger than
Right.
everybody right now.
Right. Okay, then I'm just gonna fuck it. I'm gonna go into the singularity.
When you approach the singularity, you find it has no pull on you. Iraviren's form giving you immunity.
Okay, well he's just gonna. I'm gonna smack the bitch with just a claw.
Yeah, you also have multi-attack if you'd like to use that. If
If
you see on the first page under attributes,
attribute.
you have 1 charge of psychotropic breath, 2 charges of multi-attack you can use, and 2 charges of spell casting.
Alright, then I guess I'll do that. Okay.
Nice. Go ahead and target him and attack him once with a bite, once with a claw, and once with your stinger.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's a bit overkill. Let's try the stinger first. Of course, that misses.
The stinger, you are still under the effect of. Oh wait, no, you're no longer concentrating
Yeah.
on blast. So.
So everybody loses
This-
bless.
You still have your other 2 attacks though.
Okay. Then let's try a bite. Oh, why am I targeting Paul? No.
Stop that.
Don't. We've already talked about this.
And,
That's a hit on the claw.
okay.
He blocks your stinger attack and also the bite with his sword, but you manage to swipe him by surprise with a sucker claw to the right of his hip. You claw him in such a way that you kind of gouge deep
Wait,
into
ignore
his
that.
torso.
Ignore that.
Okay. And you deal him 17 damage.
Is he also grappled?
Let me see.
Because there's a thing about
Mm.
grappling.
If the target is a large or small creature, it is grappled. Yes. Okay, so let me do a contested strength check. You roll for strength check. He'll roll for strength save.
Dicks for cheese!
Oh, nice.
Ooh, that's a high number. You know what?
Oh,
It's so fucking close that I'm going to just count it as him being in such a struggle against your grip that it's still kind of like he's being grappled. He's doing that thing where he's in your hands, but he's doing his best to like kind of push apart the two, like your thumb
Yeah.
and your index finger to like.
But
try
does
to
he
keep you
let
away.
go of Paul? That's the important part.
Yes, he does.
Okay, good.
You see, he kind of just grunts and holds apart your hand as best as possible, and he goes, "Yes, yes, you're beginning to see it."
And I can't speak, right?
You can speak.
No more. Leave my friends alone.
Paul's gonna drop to the floor and just gonna look at the both of them. What the fuck is wrong with both of you?
I don't even have the answers to this. This is something I've never seen before.
And you see, he looks at you and goes, "Then force me to, young paladin, or sorry, young cleric."
Wait, what the fuck?
Sorry.
Like, you got the wrong
Okay.
job, motherfucker. What the...
Anything else with your turn?
I will end my turn.
Okay. Oh, don't forget to -1 on your multi-attack charge.
I don't see a charge.
It's under your attributes. If you look on the top.
Yeah, I
there's-
see the attribute. Oh, okay. I'm looking
Yeah,
at the
there's-
wrong thing.
It's okay. So next turn. So that's one round off of the void dragon form, and 2 more rounds until it goes away.
Okay.
Walmouth, your turn.
Okay, another casting of Draconic Smite.
Smite hole. I don't think you ever ended concentration on the first time, did you?
I did because any hit that you make successfully causes it to be consumed.
Oh, okay.
It only lasts
Yeah.
for 1 hit.
Gotcha. Go ahead. That's definitely a hit.
Dead.
Nope. Still got
So-
some life left in it.
3d6 to it. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw against DC 17.
Oh yeah, it's dead. I'm just
What
gonna
was
count
that?
That's
What was
dead, man.
what was that? What was
What was
that?
what?
What was what?
That who did that?
Oh,
That was me.
That was
That
me.
was me.
And going to target the 2 constructs, the knight and the shambler that is by Kanan for the other 4 hits. So
Alright.
they need to make DC 17.
Oh, that's a fail on the right one. And that's a fail on the left one as well. The Shambler. What was the DC again? 17?
17.
Okay, so that's a fail as well. Sorry. And the Void Knight. Woo! That's a pass.
Yeah, so he doesn't take anything.
Yeah. So the
But
constructs are dead.
Yay, no more spawning.
Thank God.
And the Shambler takes, how much was it? 7. Nice. Alright, anything else for your turn?
He's going to move to the Shambler still up here just to provide some sort of barrier between him and Kanan. Roger.
Got it. Wrong
And
red
then
hood.
ending the concentration since that was consumed.
Right.
And I can make a second to hit.
Oh, you didn't use your second hit yet. Right.
No, I didn't.
Go ahead. That is 35. Nice.
Yep.
Still alive.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. Void Knight's turn. It's gonna try and swing at Kanan out of sheer pettiness. That's a hit.
Oh boy.
So roll for a strength saving throw, Mr. Alec Chris.
Oh no.
Oh man, how do I want to do this? I'm gonna say because you fucking nat 20'd on this, you don't take the damage.
Okay.
He tries to swing at you, and you just catch the sword in your big jaws.
Can he even knock out a larger enemy prone with that?
Honestly, depending on how high the roll would have been, probably could have fixed it somehow. But nat 20 says no. Sometimes the dice just no.
He's gonna scream right in his face.
You scream right in his face, and you know some saliva and like void energy just starts like it's like a wind tunnel just blowing right through his body as he uses his sword to stand in place. But you know he's visibly like kind of stopping himself from being shaken. And he's gonna try his second attack now. That's a hit. Once again, roll for a strength saving throw.
Okay.
If it's a nat 20 again, I'm gonna scream.
Da, 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 da.
Oh my god, it might as well be a nat 20. Okay. Yeah, you don't get knocked prone for sure. So it's just gonna be
Dead plus 5.
yeah. So it's just gonna be damage. 23. Oh, sorry, not 23. 40. Yeah, 40.
Okay. 40.
Yes.
Okay. How dare you? How dare you, Matt? I need to pop this out. This is annoying. Alright, there we go.
Shambler's turn. Gonna go over here and try to attack Roger once again. Pettiness.
Roger just out here like, why me? Why is it always me? Oof, yeah, that's gonna hit.
It couldn't work. It could have been nat 20.
10
True.
damage.
10 damage, alright, that's not too bad.
Max, I have a question.
What's up?
When I do a multi-attack, can I attack different targets or does it have to be the same target?
You can target different people.
Okay.
I consider it the same as like double attack ruling, where you can just like assign targets.
Okay.
All right, and then second attack on Roger.
Ew. Listen,
That's
bitch.
a miss,
Miss. Good.
and that's gonna be its turn.
And I missed.
Fired and I missed.
All right, this Shambler is gonna move over here, and it's gonna try and swing at the big ass dragon in the way. That's a hit.
It.
Dealing 11 damage.
It's gonna be like, it's just gonna like make a side eye at it.
Like, what the fuck did you just do to me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And another 6 damage.
so how much in total?
So that's gonna be 17 damage total.
Okay. Okay.
It's only a scratch.
No, that kind of hurt.
Okay. Now, Roger, your turn as I move past all these dead bodies on the initiative chart.
Okay. Let's see here. He is actually going to do the same thing as he did before. And
Poke blade.
heal his fucking boyfriend.
Right, nice. Paul, you heal for 6.
Okay.
Anything else for your turn, Roger?
Let me see here.
You do still have your action left.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna make a mistake because that's what he does, and he's gonna try to use his rapier again. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a mess. I mean,
Yep.
the effort is appreciated.
And that's gonna be his turn for now.
Paul, your turn. Oh wait, I forgot to remove bless from you. I would suggest getting out of singularity range, but then you could provoke opportunity.
Yeah, no, he's going to lean over and grab onto Kanan's foot
Oh.
and cast life transference.
Oh shit, you're healing Kanan.
Mm-hmm.
This boy is giving out his blood to everybody.
Oh, I was gonna say he could take the HP, could he not?
Too late.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, technically this is a wild shape, but I guess Paul wants to keep you up as much as possible, because,
Giant creature. Good help.
So 2 times
He's
27. I'm gonna do the calculator once again. 'cause
he's just
fuck that.
taming more of them.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. Can you
Yeah.
take care of this?
You get back 54 health, Mel.
54. How?
You get double the amount that he takes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So another plus
27.
27. Okay. Emily.
Delicious, delicious Cambion blood. Mm.
Let's sorry.
Oh my god.
So I take 27 damage?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
You guys, I just noticed that you guys have a fucking conveyor belt of
Uh-huh.
of
Yeah.
baton passing your HP around now.
Yep.
It's very helpful.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to do something about this. All right, anything else for your turn, Paul?
No, that's it.
Yeah. Do a strength saving throw for me, please, because you're in the singularity.
Ha, 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 ha.
Too bad he can't grab on that.
No!
What were you gonna ask, Mel?
I was like, too bad he can't grab onto Kanan and just
Technically, he could,
latch
because if
onto
you
him.
remember, Paul, you took
He
a
is
feat.
hanging on to,
Yeah. Oh yeah, you are hanging onto his foot, aren't you? And
Yeah.
I would just like to remind you, you took this
I
feat.
also have a feat of Dragon Rider.
Yeah,
That's literally what he was about to say.
I thought you were gonna climb on him. I thought that was your move.
I mean, can I still do that?
Oh,
Is a
do I want
feat
to
in action?
No.
You know you want to, Max.
Mm.
I mean, if you're willing.
Yeah,
is part of your
fine.
movement.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Yeah. So you're climbing on top of Kanan and holding on for dear life. So I'm gonna say you have an advantage roll against the check for the strength saving throw.
Cool. So I get to roll that again?
Yeah.
Yes.
At the very least, it won't be a nat 1.
We can
I don't
only
think
hope.
that-
Don't
don't
say
Shut
that.
up! How do I do the advantage is
Just roll twice.
You
Yeah,
would
just
take
roll it
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, just roll twice.
Okay, that's way better at least. Okay. Unfortunately, you don't save from it, but I'm gonna say you go into Kanan's space, but you don't get sucked in. But you do still take the damage from Singularity.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll for 3d6.
Oh
You
no.
do 15 damage.
Cool. I got 15 health.
Oh god.
You know it's bad when the tanky wizard is getting.
You see the old man just looks at you, Kanan, just goes, "How long will your comrades last, I wonder?"
I will save my friends.
Kanan, your turn.
Paul's just like patting the bitch's foot and being like, yeah, you got this, buddy.
So, would it be an action to grab Paul?
What do you plan to do after you grab him?
Fly him
Please
out
don't
of the
throw me.
singularity?
Yeah, I'll count that as an action.
Okay.
Action or movement?
Yeah.
Because the movement is you moving, but grabbing Paul to move with you, I'd say would count as an action.
Okay, and then flying is a bonus action. Can I just put him on top of my head?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Dragon Rider.
Oh, I'll just put him on top of my... Is that an action?
I'll allow it.
Alright. He's gonna put him on top of his head so he's away from the singularity. And then he will spend his second multi-attack thingy.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna use a stinger on this fucker.
Ooh. Go ahead.
That's a lot of dice.
Yeah, that's super dead. You don't even bother rolling for con save. That man is super dead.
And then he's gonna use his claw on this fucker.
Go ahead.
There. Oof.
Ooh. Unfortunately, that's a miss.
Okay. And then I'll use my bite on the fucker right here. Oh Jesus.
Unfortunately, that's a miss. You try to strike at him, but he parries your fangs back with his bare arms, and he kind of pushes you back with his brute strength, and he goes like, 10 years too early, young man."
He's just gonna hiss and move out of the singularity so Paul isn't like directly like in danger of being sucked into it.
Nice.
So
He's gonna try and opportunity attack you.
that's fine.
That's a hit.
Yep. And then strength save.
Yes.
Okay. I will take damage for my friends. That's okay.
You get +5.
Yeah, so that passes.
Okay.
You don't get knocked prone, but you do take 27 damage.
That's fine. The whole point was to get Paul out
Out of there.
harm's
Yep.
way. Yeah.
The bro move.
So how much damage do I take? 27?
Yeah, just 27.
27. What is with the 27s?
I don't know. Just the lucky number tonight, I guess.
Paul just instant respect.
He looks at you and goes like, "Powerful as your new form may be, you are definitely still green at using."
And I'll just move here with Paul. And kind of
Okay, there we go.
just maybe just allow him to slide down next to Roger. And I'll
Roger's just gonna kind of half catch him. Like,
Paul is just kind of shaky.
Yeah, I want to say you catch him like princess style.
oh my god. Yes, perfect.
and I end my
All right,
turn.
Falmouth, your move.
Roger, writing that down for call later.
It's not letting me target the guy. I don't know why.
Weird. Okay, just What do you plan to do to him?
First is Vow of Enmity. From Channel Divinity to every attack for the next minute has advantage.
Go ahead.
And
What's with the Asterian gif? What the fuck?
They did a
So-
D&D game, and
That-
he.
Cranberry juice?
Oh my god.
What? I like cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice is good.
Yes.
okay, so 30 to hit.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
It helps you
I'm going
pee.
to burn a second level spell slot for Divine Smite. Which is an additional 3d8. That's an additional 3d8 radiant damage. So that's an additional 16. And for the second hit,
That's a hit. All right, let me calculate the damage. Da-da-da.
that's 26.
Let's see.
And last third level spell slot for another 48 radiant damage on Divine Smite.
Yep, just calculating it. Give me 1 second. Da-da-da. All right. Describe how you want to finish him off.
Fallen's just like brushing past Paul, and Roger just jumps into the air and just brings his sword down and then back up again after bringing it down to the ground.
You slice in a V formation across this man's torso. He gets bloodied enough to where he falls onto the ground, and yeah, it is only held up by his sword as he says, "Enough, I yield." And you guys are victorious as the Shambler disappears.
He just tried to kill all of us. Can we not yield?
Look at how much blood you guys spread everywhere. Look at that. Very nice, very nice. With that victory, you guys are suddenly emboldened with new powers. Kanan, your new power you already got. You can literally use dragon genes now, a la Breath of Fire style. Falmouth, you get this neat little feat. Where is it? Right here. To be under features, Tundra's Shield. I'm just gonna put that up so everyone can see it.
Oh, neat.
And Roger and Paul, I grant you guys a choice. Well,
Same,
apparently
bro.
your husband is very excited for this too.
Sean, D&D.
But yes, so for you guys, you can either, I will allow you to give a +2 to any stat you want, or you can take some special feats that I get prepared for you guys.
Do we get to know the feats beforehand?
Yes. I'm not going to producer say like, no, you don't get to know.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Show players. Oh well, it's not letting me show you unless I give it to you first. So I'm just gonna give it to you guys first as a hypothetical, so you guys can just see what it is. And I'm just gonna post it. So for Roger, it is this. And
And for Paul, it would be this.
Hmm.
Up to you guys.
Honestly, Roger's gonna take the +2 instead.
Okay, which stat would you like to allot it to?
Can you guess?
Is it int?
No, it's Dex.
All right, so you now have 14 decks. I'll add that in
Oh,
for you.
thank
There you
God.
I got it.
go. Mel, you're like, oh, thank God.
Face. How do you think I feel?
Nice. And Paul, what will be your decision?
Well, Paul's becoming a Cambion. He's also going to forfeit defeat and add to strength.
Ooh,
That's
add
interesting.
to strength.
Yes.
Strength.
He uses crushing singularity. He's not letting that happen again.
Hey, also, gestures to dwarf background.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't go for maximizing intelligence.
So you now have 7 strength.
Bless.
Also, it's kind of funny because I realized that Cambions, can't really get drunk, so it makes
The dwarven.
Paul being able to shotgun dwarven
All right.
dwarven spirits.
All you now have 7 strength, so it's only a -2 to strength checks now.
That's better than nothing.
And
then
Roger,
-3.
you now have 14 in dex. Yay.
Yay! Maybe I'll be
You
able
also
to
have that
hit
manual.
something.
Yeah, you also have that manual too. If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want for even more strength.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
can get you to 16. That would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So yes, let me go ahead. I'm gonna shapeshift Kanan back into the game. Hold on. Oop. Oop. Here you are. I'm gonna remove the special effect for Bless because you're no longer concentrating on
Who
that.
the fuck is the dude that's licking his tongue out?
What is that?
Who the fuck is the dude licking his tongue out like that in the GIF?
That's a
That's
Starion's
Starion's
VA.
VA.
Voice acting.
Oh.
They did a little mini campaign, and at
It's
one
very
point
fun to watch.
At one point, like they were ordering, something to drink, and he basically makes the implication that he would like blood, and they give him a
He's just
glass. He goes,
licking
"Yeah,
at
I'm just going to take it," and like, like that.
Oh.
Now,
I didn't know he looked like that.
Yep.
He looks like a biker.
Yeah, kinda.
after the combat, you guys suddenly find your wounds healed to full. And you get all your spell slots and everything back, of course.
Yeah.
So basically, long rest.
rest.
The Void Knight's wounds disappear as well, fading into radiant magic as he looks at you and goes like, I like what I saw. You all passed with flying colors.
But you really had to try and kill my friends so close?
To be fair, had you failed, you would have simply woke up back in reality with no memory of what happened here.
Would have been nice to know sooner.
Had I told you that, you would have not given it your all. And I'm very glad that you did. I can at least see now that he did not waste his last gift upon you.
Is what is in the chest worth any of that?
He looks over to Paul and Kanan's direction. I'm afraid, though, that with this showing, you are still not ready for the chest. But I see you've already taken the first step to realizing your journey towards opening it. Now that you've gained that power of those genes.
So... I still feel like I'm not worthy.
He chuckles and just says, even the great Bahamut himself did not feel he was worthy in his first iteration. Worthiness is not predetermined, young Kanan. It is earned. And keep up this progress, and you just might get there one day.
I have a lot of things I have to atone for first.
That you do. But with friends like these at your side, as long as you stick with them, all will be well.
Still wondering if Paul hates me.
Not at all.
Now, is
He's
there
definitely
a
not looking at
reason?
you at the moment.
Is there a reason that every time, every time we end up in here, somebody's dying?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm asking that one. I'm asking him.
Trials of the soul are to be expected for one who fights against what he was born with. You would have not seen this new landscape at all had you not rejected the goddess Tiamat's powers.
I don't want to be anything like her.
Roger's over here doing that. I guess me.
I guess.
That is good to hear. The fact that your friends were able to visit this landscape means that you hold them in high regard as well.
I mean, well, yeah, I guess. Kind of clears his throat like he's just blushing.
Roger's like, we love you too.
Now, young paladin. He slams his sword in front of him and speaks to Falmouth personally. Much doubt clouds your heart, I see, with the passing of our Lord.
You could say that.
Know that his absence in your mind at the time of his passing is not of his choice. You see a mournful smile goes along his face, that of an old friend. But rest assured, his legacy is felt by all. Least of all those who fight tooth and nail for justice still.
Did he ever say his name, Max?
What do you say?
Did this guy ever say his name?
No.
Ah. Wait, what's your name? Who are you?
I suppose the closest name I can give you is... I suppose Isogard will do for now.
Will I see you again?
When you are ready for the next test, you will.
Ah, great.
Those gems you hold in your hands are not the only source of power from the chromatic siblings that Tiamat has spawned. Under Bahamut's blessing were you able to utilize their powers without fearing corruption from their touch. Should you and your friends prove worthy and defeat more of them, then greater power will be yours still to enact in his name.
I see.
Now, Silver Paladin, tell me, what is to be the role going forward? Your plan, your goal.
My goal is to still be a protector.
Even with our Lord gone?
It's not the first time I've lost a father figure. Also not the first time I was absent at his passing.
You remind me a lot of myself when I was younger and by his side. He looks at you and then looks at Kanan.
Max, is this dude a dragon in disguise?
Maybe.
Why can't you give me a straight answer?
Because it's my job!
As a DM, it's gonna happen.
It's fucking cock.
It's fairly interesting, is it not? How friendships carry over even as the ages roll by. I suspect you will do well at his side, Silver Paladin. You and that sword.
Last time I heard he died, it took him over 2,000 years to return.
Perhaps this time there's a bit of a special exception. Our Lord has some contingencies in place with the upcoming war that Tiamat wages. He'll need you and your friend over there in the days to come.
Kanan's just gonna look guilty because it's like when your mom acts like a Karen. That sort of guilty look.
That being said, nothing can be done until you all escape this wretched realm that you find yourselves in. And just like you all, the Lord had one last request for me as guardian of his power.
And what's that?
To make sure you are worthy and powerful enough for the days to come. Strahd is no weakling, and he's certainly no idiot. Thousands of our own have fallen to him before. He's a great source of corruption in the world.
We've seen the corpses.
Yes. If there is one thing this old soul can ask, it is that you find redemption for all of them.
It'll be hard to get back into Argynvost Holt with Morgan there, the sniper there, the summons that she has, and Vic.
They will all fall.
I mean, we're gonna have to go back there anyway.
You surround yourselves with ever-increasing allies still. If you rely on them, perhaps you can find some help. But I fear my time is now short. You gave me quite a thrashing, after all.
Well, you did put my friends in danger. What was I supposed to do?
Kanan and Falmouth, can you guys roll for a wisdom check for me?
Wisdom check.
Or I guess insight would be a better.
Oh, damn it.
Insight.
Okay.
It's okay. You can just re-roll for insight. It's okay. That's on me.
Meow. 60.5.
You both sense levity in his tone, but inside you two can definitely tell by the way he was fighting that wasn't him at full strength.
Until next time, then.
Until the day I can see you open that chest, young Kanan.
Ask for a heads up, but I know that ain't gonna happen.
What?
What'd you say?
I'd ask for a heads up, but I know that ain't gonna happen.
That's up to your friend. He looks over at Falmouth. As for you, young man, that sword companion behind your back will be of great help. And certain secrets he withholds.
Yeah, he's very reticent about those still.
Quite silent he is, as one of our followers.
Yeah, that is kind of
Unless-
weird.
He hears Era still staying silent. The frivolity of youth nowadays. Farewell, young ones. Until next time.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Not looking forward to it.
Should have killed him so we didn't have it next time.
Oop, ignore that. The fuck, where are we? Oh, at the end.
Tavern.
Alright, let me put on the music.
Wow, Avast is trying very hard to get me to buy these bundles. Oh!
Is it not playing?
It's playing,
It
it was
is.
just loud.
Okay.
But
The
that's why I
back-
went,
yeah, I got it.
oh!
I love how I had the ambient apparently turned up too high, and I was just hearing there's cheeping noises amongst all of them.
You all wake up back in reality, feeling as if only in like a few seconds has passed as far as you were aware of. You hear Calypso's voice call out, is everything alright? That was not to say that silence makes me uncomfortable, but you were all just kind of staring off into space for a good while there.
Roger's just gonna point over at Kanan.
He's still trying to
You
wake
can
up.
blame him.
He's still trying to wake up.
Oh, I can't say that we have the finest libations here. We're still working on that, but we do have the basic. I believe your kind calls it alcohol, or alcohol.
Alcohol, child.
There we go. But yes, I believe I can pour some out for you all, if that will help.
Paul is immediately gonna look up.
I'll pass. Ugh, my head hurts.
All right. Anyone else?
Yes.
Oh, okay, Mr. Paul. What would you like?
Do you have anything dwarven?
You have dicks for
Uh,
cheese.
No.
Unfortunately, nothing dwarven. Just the regular human brand stuff, I'm afraid.
What's the strongest you have?
Scooch? Is that what this says?
Scotch.
Scotch?
Yes, Scotch.
Give me all of the scotch.
Okay. She just literally.
Don't. Just in case you misunderstood me, I did not say a lot of scotch. I said all of the scotch.
Okay. She takes out multiple bottles, and she ends up with just 4 big bottles of them. Is this enough?
I guess we'll see.
Wow. You must be cooking with all of these.
No.
He's
No,
gonna
he's not.
take one of the bottles and immediately pop it and just start chugging.
Wow. I never knew humans were so durable with alcohol.
Is
And after staring at you, just kind of killing it with these bottles for a bit, she looks out and goes like, Mr. Falmouth and Mr. Roger, can I get you guys anything?
Just an ale.
I'm good.
Alrighty then. Coming right up, Mr. Falmouth. While she's making that, you guys have some time to yourselves. What would you like to do?
Well, first things first is Roger's just gonna take a seat like, alright, so that's another thing that happened.
I'm curious if your sister and Gromsh have run into each other yet, since they have their rooms next to each other now.
You know, I'm wondering about that too.
The fuck
You
was
guys
that?
hear the sound of something shattering upstairs as she goes, and you guys hear like, "Oh, you're fucking insane!"
He's just gonna smile. I think they've become acquainted.
Max,
And you just hear a female voice upstairs goes, "I'm insane. I'm insane. Look at you. Look at the way you're dressed. Get out of here."
Thomas just grins. Like the cat that caught the canary.
is the moon out?
Yeah. I'd say it's nighttime now.
Is it possible for Kanan to climb on the roof?
Sure. The tippy toppest roof.
Where I can just sit, where you can just sit on the roof and just look at the moon.
Yeah. The inn building is 5 floors total. But you can sit on top of the roof of the stables outside and look at the moon.
Yeah, he'll climb on top of the stables and just look at the moon.
All right. Whoop.
What phase is the moon in?
I'm saying like crescent wax.
Okay.
He just finds comfort in the moon.
Yes.
It reminds him of Bahamut's like platinum scales.
I respect it.
And then he's just gonna meditate on what has happened within his, I guess his mind, his soul, whatever.
Yeah, his soul.
His soul. And then he will pray for the people that he has killed to ask for their forgiveness.
Wondering if I should make you do a religion check for this.
I mean, if you want, sure, go ahead.
Mm,
I'll do it. Alright, hold on.
Yeah.
Bam.
Do a religion check.
Oh, God.
You try to focus a little bit, but the animals below make a bit of noise, too much for you to focus. However, you try your hardest to continue meditating.
Oh, there goes that idea. Yeah. He'll just enjoy the privacy, I guess. Not being bothered by anyone right now.
Meanwhile, Roger and Falmouth, you guys would hear the sound of something crunching near you.
My tits are cold.
Punching.
Crunching.
I thought he said. I
Crunching.
thought he said clenching. I'm like, what? What kind of clenching are we talking about? Are we talking about clenching between the legs or between the booty cheeks?
Yeah, you guys hear like just loud crunching nearby.
Is it a horse?
Roger's gonna just sit there and be like, Lavinia, is that you?
Present.
That's what I
And
thought.
you just see like a formless nothingness just holding a cracker up in the air and like some crumbs falling out of what you would believe to be her mouth.
And you
Don't
at
you-
least put some clothes on.
But I just woke up. It's not like anyone's gonna see me.
Don't you ever get cold like that?
I drink a potion for it.
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
So, how goes the whole mindfuck?
The what now?
Is that what's going on? Like, you're all having like some kind of weird cult seance or whatever? I think I read about that.
No.
No.
Oh, okay. What were you guys up to then? The fucking horse.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take that L to go.
He just looks at you, she just looks at you and crunches more cracker and goes like, "Oh, come on now."
Roger's going to look over at her and just be like, we periodically give Kanan therapy. It usually involves swords. That
Ooh.
explain anything?
Ooh, speaking of therapy, want to hear about what's going on with everyone else?
All right, sure.
She like just gulps down the last few bit of salty crackers and goes like, "Well, ever since Magda and Valentina built their little love nest together downstairs, they've been spending an awful lot more time together. Have you seen what their private rooms look like? Kind of kind of embarrassing how bare bonesy how the rooms look, to be honest.
I haven't seen their place yet.
I feel like that one might like it," and she points over to Paul.
Paul isn't even paying attention.
But so far, Magda looks like she's been pretty nervous about something lately. I don't know what it is. Almost like the face I get whenever I get indigestion from one of my potions.
Yep. I'm sorry. You know what your face looks like when that happens?
Oh, I kind of have an idea. I mean, I wasn't completely invisible.
All right.
And then there's the boy.
There's what now?
The little child. The one that runs around the place like a little gremlin.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I think he managed to find a few things or two that he's kind of excited about. Whenever I asked him, he just says classified special K information. I don't know what that is, but to be honest, I'm kind of curious now.
I'm gonna have to check in with Kanan on that one. I'm sure he's gonna want to know about it.
As for the little issue that we're having with personnel, it doesn't seem like the orcs seem to be doing much. Just putting that out there. They seem to be spending more time arguing with whoever that is upstairs rather than doing their jobs.
Of course she's gonna be a problem. I take it you haven't met my sister.
Paul is just going to just storm upstairs.
She just looks at you, Roger, and goes like, "Nope." But would she be of the same type and branding as you? Because she's purple and you're red.
I mean, she's my sister.
Paul's just gonna kind of cough.
He's gonna follow Falmouth upstairs.
She looks over to you, Paul, and just goes like, genetics doesn't seem to be a very strong suit between you all, does it?"
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep. Oh, very well. Crackers? And you just hear the like crinkling of a little baggie of crackers.
He's gonna look at them and just be like, "Are they alcoholic?"
Ooh, we can try to make them.
You know what? Let's do that.
Oh, hurrah!
Oh my god.
I'm not paying you for it.
And he goes like, "Oh, Paul, you've paid me plenty."
I don't want to know.
And he goes like, "That's okay."
It's really not.
And he just goes like, "I have plenty of info on you already, and no progress."
Fantastic.
Meanwhile, I'm assuming Roger is going upstairs with Falmouth.
He's following
Okay.
Falmouth upstairs.
Let me go upstairs. Doo-doo. Thomas and Roger. I have to keep reminding myself to not look for Roger under R, but for F for fuck. And Cameron. You guys head upstairs and immediately come upon a scene with your
I'm
sister
still
having a.
seeing I'm still seeing
Still
the
seeing the
first
old screen.
floor.
The old screen.
What the heck? Oh, right. I need to activate it. Duh. Hold on. Ooh. You guys come across a scene with Roger, your sister, holding half of a broken glass bottle, and like kind of pointing it towards the direction of Gramsh, who is like holding his guitar axe up in the air.
Well, all right. Anyone care to explain what's happening here?
She looks over to you and goes, "Can you explain why this filth is sat next to my room?"
Because he lives here now.
Gramsh just stares at her and goes like, "Yeah, I pay my bills."
Speaking of which, your men still need to do their work. The agreement was that you were to get lodging here if you work.
Gramsh looks over to you and says, "Yeah, but man, right away? I mean, what are we really doing over here? I mean, even good performers need a little bit of R&R, you know."
We've been getting reports that so far nothing has been done as far as any sort of work or even any preparations.
He looks over to you and goes like, "Details? What do you mean no work? We've been livening this place up with how fucking rad we are."
That's not
Okay.
work.
Yeah, but part of the reason why you're here is because you're a bunch of strong boys.
Give me 1 sec. He looks over to Faye looks over to your direction and, and this is what you pair my room next to?
He's just gonna look at her and be like, "It ain't my fault."
And she squints over to you. It's like, "Oh, I'll bet."
Ain't my fault. I don't know what to tell you.
Anyways, can you just move him somewhere, like in a basement far, far away from my vicinity? It's bad enough that I can have to sleep in this subpar bed, but now I have to hear some just grungled, gargled music. Okay, and she uses big air quotes, coming from the direction of that room. And you see her Grom just goes like, "Hey man, fuck you, that's rock music over there."
Do we think maybe, He's gonna stop for a second. I got 2 solutions here. And I don't know if you're gonna like either one of them.
You see Faye looks over to you and just like kind of like grasps at her dagger. It's like, "Oh, I have one."
No. We could try soundproof in your room, possibly. Lavinia might be able to help with that. Or, he's gonna look over at Grumsh. You and your boys could practice somewhere else.
He looks over to you and goes like, "Ooh, do you have a little like warehouse for us maybe?"
Well, that's the thing. We would need to build accommodations first, which is also why you would need to do some work.
Damn, don't you all get builders on here?
That's what you're here for.
He just kind of groans to himself. He goes like, "Fine. All right."
Well, look at it this way: it's work for lodging, or you can just go back out into the forest and let Morgan find you. And I don't think she's gonna be anywhere near as merciful as us.
You see,
Man,
Faye-
I'm pretty
Faye
sure
just goes
that
like, "I vote
Amber's...
for the other option."
I'm pretty sure Amber's also enjoying having a bed.
Amber? Oh hell yeah, she loves enjoying the little corner space. She keeps looking out the window and saying, "Wee."
It's adorable.
And he just goes like, "All right, fine, but get this purple bitch over there, calm her tits, would you?" And you say, Faye just blinks at him and goes like, "Excuse me?"
Roger's just gonna look at him and be like, if I knew how to make her calm her tits, we wouldn't have been estranged for several years.
She looks over and goes like, "You calm your tits." And the only thing strange about here is this leather-clad idiot and the way he dresses, along with him and his other green-skinned buffoons.
I mean, what's the problem with it?
He just looks over to your outfit and then over to his outfit. I should have known there was correlation between you two.
Roger's just gonna kind of shrug and be like, sorry, you don't have taste, but you know.
She looks over to you, squints at both Gromsh's face and yours, says, "Oh, you got the same hair. Should have seen it before."
There's just mist billowing from Falmouth's nostrils and from between like the corners of his mouth.
Well,
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, aside from all this habit, first of all, can you please put down the bottle and you at least put away the axe?
Gromsh just looks over and says, "Hey, man, no way. She's already throwing some shit at me."
Roger's gonna look over at Faye, like hands on hips, like a disappointed mom.
She's just like, "What? You wouldn't be quiet when I first asked him to."
Okay, but here's the thing: you are at this point a guest, and you are destroying property. I don't think that's very good decorum for someone of your upbringing.
He's got a point, Faye.
She just rolls her eyes and looks at you and goes like, "Oh, like I should be getting any lectures about decorum coming from you, Mr. Pole Dancer." And she looks over to Gromsh and just goes like, "Just keep that idiot away from my room and we should be fine." Immediately you just hear the door slam shut.
Roger's just gonna shake his head. Every bit as charming as I expected.
Gromsh just looks over to you and goes like, "Hey man, you know her or something?"
That's my sister.
"Oh shit."
Yeah.
Oh, this ain't kind of rude, but your sister's kind of a fucking bitch, dude.
She tried to kill me once already, so yeah.
Oh. Well, I mean, if there's any consolation, people try to kill me all the time.
Same, actually.
And he just holds out his hands like, "Hey, high five."
He's gonna look at him and be like, "Hi, what?"
Falmouth's
High
just
five.
in disbelief.
Like, put your hand up, dude.
Roger's gonna put his hand up, like, confused.
He slaps your hand super hard, like, "Yeah, that's how we do it."
Alright, that's a new one on me.
Yeah. And he says, "Man, you never high-fived before?" "Oh, man."
Yeah, that's a new one on me.
He shakes his head and goes like, "Don't worry, I'll teach you all the cool shit while I'm here."
At any rate, as was mentioned, if you need or want a place to practice, it would need to be built first. So the sooner your men can work, the sooner you can have a place of your own to practice, without faith being overbearing.
Alright, fine. What do you guys want built then? Since you guys don't seem to appreciate our music right now.
Why don't you start building a place where you can go to practice that's isolated from other people's living spaces?
He just shrugs and goes like, "I guess, but
It serves your needs and it serves everyone else's needs, so I would think that that's a good compromise.
He says like, "Oh, there is that open space nearby that fancy looking little building with the colored glass."
No.
Let's not put it near the chapel.
He said,
Never.
a what?
A chapel. Church?
Church?
A place of faith for people who believe in some god or other.
What's a church?
I literally just defined it for you.
He says like, "Yeah, but like, come on, man, stop using such big words."
Roger's gonna look at him and be like, you know how people believe in gods?
like like he just kind of squints his eyes, kind of like the wheels in his head are trying to spin, like how Amber believes about the kobold gods or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I'm
So
following.
it's
It's
church.
a place for those who do believe in gods to worship those gods.
Yeah, it's where they pray and shit.
So what you're saying is it's a fucking sick ass concert hall for gods. and
No,
people
it
here
is not.
You
No,
should
it
tell
is
it. You
not.
should tell them like if they build it right next to chapel, they'll have to deal with Canaan.
I'm
That's-
pretty sure you're gonna have to deal with Canaan and Falmouth if you decide to try to build there.
It was like, is that the fucking sicko that like
Yes.
did that shit to my friends?
Yes.
Ugh. Alright, never mind. He just goes like, God damn it, fine. We'll find some place to do our practice then. But don't complain if we get a little loud. Good music
Oh.
is made with loud music.
I could
Well,
just
we
put a
might be
silent
able to
spell
do
over it.
Might be able to do something with, like I said, Lavinia or Magda soundproofing the place. But I mean, think of it this way: you're making your own studio,
Studio?
your own I don't know,
Concert hall.
concert practice play. I don't know what would you call a place where you practice your music and get ready?
Alright, awesome.
Yeah,
And,
that.
are we gonna allow to perform there? With some modest payments?
We'll talk about that once we get more people around.
Alright. He claps his hands. Alright, boys, let's get to work. We're getting ourselves our own concert hall. Woo! And you just hear all the orcs just loudly clamor with each other, and you just hear a tiny little yay from Amber.
Oh my god.
With that taken care of, what would you guys like to do now?
Roger, against his better judgment, is gonna peek in on Faye real quick.
You try going for the door, but you see that it's locked.
But he's gonna knock.
I swear to God, if I even smell a bit of leather out there, I will throw another bomb.
And then
I
you'll
mean,
pay for it.
what I'm wearing sure as hell ain't leather.
He says,
That's a work thing.
You. You see, she undoes the lock and just kind of peeks through it a little bit. Can I help you?
I wanted to check and see how you're doing aside from trying to murder the other guests.
He says, like, oh, you mean aside from the assault on my ears and senses?
Yes, aside from the assault on your ears and senses.
And he goes like, well, I suppose this little shabby room will have to do for now.
Well, look, I'm sure you've seen what we're working with here. I can only do so much, Your Majesty.
He just scoffs and then goes like, please, I'm more worried about whether or not we'll actually survive in here.
Well,
I can see
mean,
your I can see your little friends put up a sanctuary of some sort, but you really think that's gonna hold up against Strahd?
We're more looking to hold things off for as much as we can.
Right. And how'd that go with trying to get to that big Argynvost told place?
Yeah, I know. It ain't been great, but we're doing what we can. I'm sorry. What would you do, madam?
You already know what I would do. I offered you a way to get the hell out of here.
And I already told you why that ain't gonna work.
She looks at you and just goes like, Roger. And she
Yeah?
kind of bids you to come in and close the door behind you.
Oh boy.
She just takes a deep breath and furrows her brow. Look, I know that you probably have feelings for some of these new friends you made along the way, but in the long run, what matters more to you? Daddy? Or these practically strangers that you call friends?
I'm sorry, I can't care for more than one person at a time.
She looks at you and goes like, yeah, you care for more than one person back then. Look what happened to you.
I'm sorry, you want to say that again?
Fight, 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 fight.
She kind of raises the brow at you and is like, oh, I'm sorry, are you hard of hearing?
I said you want to say that again.
Because I said that back then, not focusing on just one person you care about is what got you hurt. And I would have figured you would at least learn from that by now. Especially with father being in his condition, you would at least put that above everything else.
Put a lot of things first. And while I love Pa, there's only so much I can do right now. I have more than one person I gotta care about.
Alright, then let me ask you this. If it came down to it, life or death, them or me and Dad, what would you choose?
I can't answer that question.
Well, you do.
I can't. I've been in that situation before. I can't answer that question.
Roger, sometimes you really have to grow up. Life's not always going to be so simple that you can just choose not to make a decision.
I didn't choose not to make a decision. You know what I did when I was in that situation?
Yeah, you ran away.
No. This is something else. I gave myself up to save two people. So neither one of them got killed.
And what part of giving yourself up did this entail?
Well, yes, it did involve my job. But I mean, to be fair, we had to kill the bitch afterwards too. So
You hoard yourself out again, didn't you?
oh, shock and surprise! It's my job.
She rubs her temples as you can see a tiny vein appear on in her scalp.
That and hey, it saved two people, so I don't want to hear it from you.
This has a purpose. This has a purpose. Ilmater saved me. Okay. She looks at you again and tries to do that patient teacher tone. Okay. Let's think big picture then. Say everything works out for you and you keep me here along with all your little friends in this shabby little motel. What then?
Well, the ideal is that we're getting the fuck out of here. As
Roger.
a group. As a
Roger.
collective group.
Roger,
You know.
you're a prostitute at best and a musician at your worst.
And?
Do you think you're some kind of self-proclaimed hero or some kind of walking deity that you can beat a 1,000-year-old vampire at his game?
Oh, we've made it through worse scraps.
She just looks at you generally. Oh my god. Oh my god, you actually do believe it.
It's just stare him down.
Yeah, you're actually that dumb. Oh.
I ain't that dumb. I just actually have a life outside of you and the family. I do other things.
When you fucking left us.
Fight.
That was a different situation.
And she just looks at you and goes like, and all over one tiny little hole in your shoulder. Yes, I know.
Yeah. Exactly.
But this isn't just some small little hole in your shoulder, Roger. This is death. Very, very real death that could occur to you and me and all your little friends unless we do something first and get the hell out of here.
That's the idea. I'm not just going with you, though. That ain't happening. Because like you said, this is death. Not just for me and you, but for the rest of my little friends out there.
She just covers her face in her palms. Do you really care about them that much?
No shit. Yeah, I do.
Even more than me and Pa?
I already told you I can't put that on the same thing. I can't do that. That ain't how that works.
She almost looks insulted and offended by what you said. I guess we don't have anything more to talk about.
Look, you're all family to me.
She kind of turns her back to you and goes like, don't you have somewhere to fucking dance or around or whatever?
He's just gonna kind of roll his eyes. It's like, man, what do you think I do all day?
Go ahead and roll for insight.
Okay.
That was so close to the nat 20. You sense vitriol from your sister, and you sense that it's time to leave. You're pretty annoyed yourself at having to deal with family and how this always boils down to you feel like you need time to cool off as well.
He's going to go ahead and open the door and just be like, I'll leave you alone, I guess, since, I mean, you can't decide if I'm family or not anyway. You're always pissed at me, so bye.
As you leave, you just hear her mother just says, yeah, well, leaving me alone is what you're good at, so I suppose you're the expert at that now.
Roger just rolls his eyes and walks out.
Calypso in cat form goes up the stairs and looks at you, Falmouth, and gives out a little...
I was just gonna give her a scritch on behind the ears.
Mr. Falmouth, could you follow me for a second?
Certainly.
Back on the first floor, Kanan, you were invited to come in alongside Calypso as well.
Okay. Where's the bloody entrance?
Let me pull you in. It's okay. There you go. Oh. You see, she shapeshifts back to mortal form and looks at you both. Thank you, both. There was one particular matter I wanted to discuss with you, actually, if that's all right.
The chapel, I'm guessing.
Yes. So we finished construction on the little chapel, and well, I wanted to get your okay on it, considering you two are the primary authority figures on, you know, religion, I suppose you could call it. And well, since the chapel will need to be run by someone, I was sort of hoping on asking if you both would like to take up the charge.
I'm not a qualified priest. Not yet, anyway.
Calypso looks at you and goes like, oh, but perhaps it would be a good chance to train. I'm sorry, I know it's asking for a lot, but we really don't have any other better candidates, I suppose.
I guess I could.
You're closer to a former priest than I am. To a formal priest than I am, rather.
She looks at you, Kanan just goes like, please?
It, yeah, I'll do it.
Perfect. She takes your hand and just leads you. Now come along. Let's see our good work.
No,
Oh, she's gonna walk alongside them.
Calypso drags you all from your busy little evening to come and see the small chapel that was finished.
I only see little Doppler things for dark vision.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
everything's dark vision.
It's because of the lighting. Hold on. Ooh.
because of the lighting.
You see for yourself a modest-looking little small chapel, along with what looks like to be a little crypt on the right, along with a gravesite on the left.
Oh, that reminds me, sex update.
What?
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 What you
you,
say?
you said gravesite. I was thinking like, oh yeah, Cult of the Lamb's gonna get a sex update.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Yeah. She looks at you all expectantly, kind of like an excited kid. Going, like, how is it? Is it okay? I mean, I tried to stay within budget, but
Well, it certainly looks like a chap.
Well, it does serve the needs of the people. And that's the most important thing.
splendid. Now, I actually wanted to get your advice too, Mr. Roger and Paul.
Hmm?
Well, Mr. Roger, from what you've told, you are an entertainer by career, and Mr. Paul, you are a chef by career. So I wanted to kind of get your advice as to how to start. Well, not to be forward, but I believe we could start getting some revenue and income to this homestead by recruiting more people to help around here. And well, you two would be the best to go to see about how to attract new people.
That's his showbiz, and just gestures to Roger.
Roger's just standing there like, well, I mean, what worked for the boys was letting them know it's a relatively safe place to stay and, you know, room and board as long as they do things.
Oh, well, of course. It's just, well, I suppose there is one other issue.
Let me guess, income?
Well, sort of. She holds up what looks like to be a wanted poster with a shoddy drawing of Paul and Roger on it.
Roger's just gonna kind of look at it and just be like, how did they make me look more like Claire in this?
She looks at it and goes like, yeah, I suppose this isn't doing well for, well, I suppose you can say, our, what did that green gentleman call it? Our rep?
Yeah, that is true.
I just feel like it would be a potential roadblock that we might need to find a way to get around if we were to attract some people and assure them that this is a safe place and not a haven for fugitives.
That's true.
Where did you even get that?
Oh, well, I wander around the grounds for a bit, and one of these flyers that's happened to be flying around on the roads as some wagons were crossing by.
Fantastic.
Well,
But, Mr. Paul, as far as your specialty goes, you all informed me that the food of Barovia was being poisoned in some manner, right?
Yes.
Perhaps if we can prove that and also assure to them that our food is pure, that could also help with, well, advertising the homestead.
I mean, that shouldn't be too hard.
that would
And-
definitely help.
She takes up a little parchment with an ink quill. I'm a bit of a scribbler, one could say, and I was wondering if you could perhaps cook your best dishes that I can maybe draw them for our flyers?
Yeah, I can do that.
It's like, perfect. I hope my little stick figure doodles aren't too bad. And she turns the page over to you, and it's like an almost perfect replication of the most recent thing you cooked.
Not bad at all.
She
Damn.
just says like, "Oh, you're only being nice."
No,
No, that's
not
good.
bad at all.
She looks at you and goes like, "Oh, perfect. Then, thank you. Well, whenever you two could have some advice for me as far as the wanted poster problem," she tries to whisper under her breath. Let me know. Let me go attend to Mr. Kanan and Mr. Fulmus.
One suggestion for you.
Oh,
Have you ever considered doing that for a living?
like talking?
No.
For
Like
money.
he's gonna point. He's gonna point at the drawings. Like,
Oh, you mean my little scribbles? Oh no, nobody would ever want to pay money for something like this.
I disagree entirely.
they absolutely would.
It's like, oh, really now? Well, I suppose I can give it a go. Well, I'm really just satisfied eating, my little minerals and helping around the house, really. But it could be a nice hobby.
Yeah, think about it.
Hell.
She nods and leaves you two to think about how to come up with the solution she needs. Before she goes inside and goes down the hall, and her voice echoes through the small little chapel. What do you think of the inside, Mr. Kanan?
It's perfect. It's
Oh, I'm so
small, it's
glad.
quaint.
Yes. And I believe that a lot of the old worshippers of Bahamut still exist in these lands, albeit staying quiet due to Strahd's tyranny. So, I don't know. I thought it might be a good little reminder for a little scrap of hope still left in these lands.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Mr. Kanan, for being who you are and for knowing what you know how to do.
This is gonna make him blush. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm just tired.
Owen just smiles.
Don't
And Mr.
start that. It's catching.
Sorry,
I said, don't
Shrine.
start that. It's catching.
I'm sorry,
like-
Shrine. I'm sorry.
Everybody's feet just
You're
melted.
fine.
It's just our Starbucks is closed, so I can't get coffee.
Oh,
I
damn.
get it.
Oof.
No! No!
The fuck?
No!
Max?
You alright?
Oh, guys, give me 1 second.
The fuck?
Okay.
You okay?
He's dead.
Hung?
Give me a sec, guys. Sorry.
I was gonna say it sounds more like a minor emergency, like I've knocked my shit
Right.
over kind of thing.
Well, sort of. In a very bad manner. I have coffee that I foolishly forgot was melting from the ice on my desk, and guess what was right next to the liquid, getting wet and ruined?
Computer.
No, my paycheck that I have not cashed yet.
Oh.
Oh, no!
That,
It is-
yeah.
It is the ink and the parchment is now melting before my eyes, and I'm trying to digitally deposit it
You
now.
you don't happen to you don't happen to have mobile deposit, do you?
I do, and I'm doing it right now in the hopes.
Yeah. Be a courtesy.
Okay, but my favorite thing about that is that being in DM mode, he said that like the ink and parchment is melting before my eye.
Yeah, you did.
I thought you were legit in trouble or something, and I was getting kind of
Yeah.
scared.
Sorry.
The way he was
The way he said
saying it made me go, yeah, no, it's something like that. Like it's
Yeah.
But
it's not a
Sorry.
big emergency.
I assumed the worst. I'm sorry.
no,
No.
it's
No, it's
Yeah,
my
the fuck
fault.
you sorry for?
I'm just trying. Oh my god, you can't even see the mobile check deposit box.
Sorry, give me a. It's gonna take a quick second. Please.
God. Oh my god.
Please let this still work. I swear to God, but if it gets returned, I'm going to literally scream.
Coffee ruins the end of the year.
Can't you just
News at
ask your
11.
boss for another check? Cause
I could, but everybody's out until this until January 2nd, so it's like, oh. Okay. The first $200 of the check have been deposited. Lord help me if the rest doesn't get deposited eventually. Okay, sorry about that scare. I'm gonna go take the adrenaline. I'm gonna go take a big old adrenaline piss now. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Break time.
Yeah, I think break is a good idea.
Yeah.
I will be right back.
Lord Almighty.
Not gonna lie, I want to like clip that entire sequence of events.
I'm back. Sorry about that. Panic.
You're fine.
One of those also moments where I didn't realize how much adrenaline was built in me until it happened.
Sometimes it be like that.
Oh God. Yeah, sorry. I know it's a little silly thing to panic about, but that's
Oh,
what
no,
happened.
No,
makes
not at
sense.
all. That's your
It
fucking
makes
paycheck.
It makes sense. It's just one of those things that it's like a goofy thing like to think about in the concept of my paycheck has gotten ruined by my coffee. Like that, and also you saying the ink and parchment is melting before your eyes. Like, oh,
Yeah, the D&D side of me was still on. That was why. God.
oh my god.
But yeah, how you guys doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, probably gonna stop the session in 21 minutes.
we can
But
just
you know,
stop it
trying to get
now.
through. Oh, you're back now? Hi.
I've been back.
Sorry for the scare.
I'm just saying, like, if you need to stop the session now, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, it's not an emergency for me to stop because I think the check problem has been resolved. God, I hope so. But
We can
You,
stop here.
You sure you want to pay for our breakfast if that hasn't gone through?
it's fine. Your breakfast. Actually, at this point, it's not even breakfast for you. It's like lunch.
It counts. It counts.
But yeah, I can buy it for you after the session.
Okay.
But yes, you see Calypso then turns around behind you to you, Falmouth, and goes like, "Oh, Mr. Falmouth. As for the other matter, you're a big." She kind of awkwardly just kind of like it looks like she's about to go in for a hug, but she just kind of taps both of your arms. Strapping man, aren't you?
Yes, and I don't mind doing manual labor. I've done it before when I was with the mercenaries in the past.
Yeah. Oh no. Well, I mean, of course we appreciate your help with the labor. You know, my unseen service can only do so much, but I was kind of hoping you could help with alongside with helping Mr. Kanan with the chapel, also with security matters.
That's also perfectly fine.
Well,
d- depending on if I'm not having to have a conflict with Mr. Garamsh and wherever it is that he and his lovely little band would like to set up their, I believe he called it a studio. We may be having an opening to open up some sort of training dojo, I believe it's called. And if we manage to get some people to join our little homestead, it would behoove us to have self-defense as a learned skill.
Well, I have been teaching Kyle how to with purely blunted weapons, purely wooden weapons, and I've also offered to help Roger with his finesse with rapiers.
And she
So
just kind of,
it-
and she just
so
kind of,
training with is my
she just kind of pinches your cheek and just goes like, "And I love you so much for that, Mr. Fulmus." But now I'm really asking you if you can provide those skills for teaching others as well, other than Mr. Roger and the small Kyle.
Yes, I was just getting to that, where I would be able to do it for others, yes.
Perfect. She literally jumps up and hugs you. And she just hangs there awkwardly for a bit. Like, am I doing it right? Mr. Rogers said this is how mortals express affection.
Yes.
Perfect. And she just keeps hanging on there. And she still hangs on there.
You can let go whenever you're ready.
Oh, right. Forgot about that. Sorry.
It's okay.
But yes, thank you so much. You really are better than a lot of the other masters I've had over the years.
Thank you. It comes down to, well, discipline. Self-discipline in particular.
Yeah, I do appreciate that. A lot of the old ones, and I mean, I love helping out, but they usually just left everything up to me. Does Falmouth have a response for her, or?
I'm just thinking. Sorry.
Oh, no problem.
Can you just repeat what you said? I'm sorry. Just trying to.
Oh, Calypso was just like, oh, well, you know, my previous masters in the past usually just left everything up to me. And while I do love helping out, it is a lot of work just for one lonesome little spirit.
It takes community to build. Leaving it up to one person, no matter how strong or capable they may be, is a bit onerous.
She smiles. Exactly. Now, if you will excuse me, I need to find out where young Kyle has gone. And Kanan, can you roll for perception for me?
Okay. Oh.
On a 10, you could only react too late as you suddenly hear a boo come up from behind the chapel table.
He'll be startled.
Ah, I got you finally. Admit it.
Yes, you got me. What did I tell you about sneaking up on people?
That it's cool and only special Ks get to do it.
No, that if you scare the wrong person, you could end up hurting them, or you could get hurt.
He looks at you and goes like, "Aw." But it's kind of fun to do the stuff like this, isn't it?
You gotta do it to the right people. People that'll take humor in stride, not total strangers.
He goes like, "Well, you're not a stranger. You're not my dad."
Yeah. Still.
He goes like, "So, Is this another cool little house we get?
No, it's not a house. It's a chapel.
Chapel? Oh, you mean like, or like church and stuff?
Yeah.
Awesome. He goes over to one of the the name for these seats escapes
Pews.
me.
Pew.
Pew.
The- He goes over to one of the pews and like just lies down on it, on like just belly flop first.
Careful, those aren't cushioned.
And he goes like, "Wee!" It's like I'm swimming.
Oh dear.
And he does that thing where he uses like the armrest from one side over here to like propel himself sliding over to the other side.
He's just gonna shake his head and just start chuckling. Oh, what am I gonna do with you?
Damon,
What?
did something happen?
Hmm? What do you mean?
Did something good happen?
Yeah.
You're smiling a lot more.
Well, I finally understood that I have friends that care about me.
Good. You should always know that you have friends.
Yeah.
Whee!
Careful. Just the
Yes. Yeah, he just constantly goes back and forth. Until you finally hear like a little squeak sound when his stomach rubs on it a little hard, and he's like,
See? What did I tell you?
just a scratch.
Are you okay?
Yep. Special K can take it.
Let me see.
No,
Let me see.
no.
He's gonna give him that dad look.
And you see that he looks like he has a small little like red rug burn on his stomach.
Yeah. He's gonna put a hand over his stomach and do like not a cure wounds but a healing word.
He's like, no, don't do that.
You can't stop me.
It's like, but I want it all red.
No, because it could get worse if you don't treat it.
He looks at you sincerely and goes like, but now I look a little bit more like you.
Dun dun dun.
He's just gonna ruffle his hair with his other hand. Just be yourself.
He just goes like, but I am myself.
Yeah, I know. Just to be a little careful, okay?
He goes like, okay.
I think Uncle Paul is calling you for lunch.
Uncle
He
Paul
goes
is
like-
absolutely not.
He looks over to you and goes like, but I don't hear Uncle Paul.
I certainly do.
And he looks around and goes like, where is he?
Probably outside. Why don't you go run and play and go find him? Maybe he's playing hide and seek.
Ooh, I'm good at that.
I'll join you later.
He just goes, you better.
Uncle Paul is outside staring at the ground because the alcohol has kicked in. And he just immediately grabs Roger in a hug.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
He just goes out and he sees it. How I can control. Cooties.
Goes back inside.
What the
Oh, there's
heck
one
are
playing hide and seek?
cooties?
Not right now, Kyle. I just have some things to do here.
And it's like, oh, okay.
Kanan is going to put everything he has down and he's gonna look at Kyle, like kind of crouch down. I'm gonna count to 10 and I'm gonna come looking for you.
It's a he starts giggling and just running out.
That
Chapel.
he
And he scrambles around the place and he looks over to Roger, who's still in the hug. He goes like, where should I go?
Roger's gonna point to one of the bushes, just like, you know.
It goes like,
You're small enough, you can hide out in there.
he looks over towards the crypt, like, ooh, even better, wait.
Oh god.
Just don't get stuck in there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Roger's just gonna kind of
9,
ruffle Paul's hair and just
10.
be like, you holding up okay?
I am so glad you're okay.
You see Kyle just like peek his eye out in the corner of your sight, as you can see past the tree a little bit over here, Roger, before he just closes the door.
Where? Oh,
Kanan,
where?
as you're moving by, you sense movement from this bush.
Where?
beneath you.
Okay. Oh, come on. You're not even trying to hide. He's gonna look in the bush.
Roll for a dex save.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Immediately, instead of childlike hands coming out, you see what looks to be brown, scaled arm coming out.
The fuck?
And like a shark emerging from the water. Give me a sec. Wait, what happened to all my playlists? What the
Oh, no.
No, you did not, Foundry.
Oh, no. Foundry deleted his playlist.
Did you really delete Okay, there it goes.
2 jump scares today.
Oh my, I have to refresh the page. Please tell me you did not just delete all my playlists with a push of a button.
Oh, my God. That's such a nefarious trap.
Huh?
Oh, this pigeon trap.
Oh, the box thing?
Yeah.
Where you dump them in the ground?
Yeah, why? I mean, that's very creative, but, like, the poor pigeons.
I think I've done that once, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I can't remember the reason for it.
Those birds look pretty cool, though.
Pigeon.
Like, their feathers have a pretty pattern.
What I love is one falls in and the rest just kind of go, oh, okay, that's fine, and just keep.
All right, we're back in business. And my playlist. Okay, good. I was going to scream my lungs out if all my playlists were actually gone. Okay. Let's see. Where is it? You see brown scaled hands come out of the bush and grab you by the scuff of your collar, but the other arm that comes out just punches you across the face.
Ugh.
And like a shark emerging from the waters from the bush, reaching up until she's all 7+ feet tall.
The fuck? How? How?
Visitor.
She holds you by the scruff of your punched face and just goes, winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Can I try to judo flip her?
Go ahead and try acrobatics.
Oh,
Actually, it's
Athletics or
acrobatics. Or let's do
Athletics.
athletics. I think that would be more athletics. True. Try athletics.
Oh, come on.
no.
You try to judo flip her, but she flips you in return onto the ground, and she literally just like mounts on top of you and pins your arm down. Ugh, you feel soft.
What?
I would just like to say that Roger thinks for a second something actually is going on, and it's just like, oh, all right, never mind, it's fine.
How did you get here?
Instead of answering you, she just looks over your neck, like, I see some marks are not mine.
It's not what you think.
I thought I told you I'm the only one that gets to bite you.
It's not what you think.
She slaps you across the face,
Ow.
and then she does it again on the other side of your face.
Do that again, and I'm gonna have to bite you.
She goes ahead and tries to do it again.
She's gonna bite her hand. He's gonna bite her hand.
And she just goes, and then she basically tries to wrestle you.
Wrestle? Good.
Yeah.
So what
Like
kind
tries to wrestle and crocodile death roll you.
Okay, what kind of check is that?
Just strength.
Okay.
Just straight strength.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Good lord, these rolls.
Wow, she actually failed.
He's gonna flip her over till she's like got like kind of like a police hold on her, to where he's like on top of her and she's like face plant on the ground with one of her hands behind her back.
Nice. And she just goes like, now that's what I'm talking about.
You were so. You were so beautiful and frustrating at the same time.
This pretty much goes on like a little like dance of like foreplay between you two as Roger and Paul looks on. And what would be their reaction to this?
Roger's just gonna look over at Paul and be like, man, you remember when we first had to deal with this and we watched this going down?
Are you talking about us or them?
No, watching these two go down.
I'm trying not
He's just gonna kind of pull Paul over to him because it's clear Paul is just not here. Like,
suddenly on the side, you all see another familiar figure cross by you guys. Falmouth, you hear the church door creaking open, thinking that it's probably Kanan or Kyle. And you hear a familiar kind of effeminate voice call out, "Well, what happened to your token, my man?" Give me a sec.
I was gonna say, I'm like, wait a minute, I got art for him specifically.
Give me a sec. Sorry. Some stuff got weird in the transfer over from Roll20. God damn it.
It happens.
You see, when you turn around, you see all of a sudden Arnie at the door. Is this a bad time?
Wait a minute, I thought you couldn't leave your post as a healer because you would have gotten into even more trouble with their gods otherwise. What's going on?
Well, about that. And, you see they kind of just, their eyes are kind of puffy and sniffling as they just kind of approach you and just hug you tightly.
Almost just gonna hold Arnie close.
something happened, and well, we might need a place for a while.
Your tribe wasn't found, was it?
They pause and begin to tell you what happened, while Odalia just grabs you by the throat, Kanan, and just goes like, "We're gonna find a room."
Yeah, I have a room, but I gotta find.
Unless you're bold enough to do it here in front of your friends.
No, no, no.
Then find
Please
us a room.
don't.
I have a room in the manor. It's one of the bigger ones. It's upstairs.
She taps you on the butt. Then move.
I gotta find my kid first.
Ow.
Oh my god.
He's gonna stand his ground. No. You're gonna wait.
Roll for intimidate.
I'm gonna use my thing. You know what thing?
Advantage. Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. And then.
Right. You get another roll as well.
Jesus.
17 is not bad though.
Yeah.
She just raised her brow and goes like, "You have 5 minutes, Mr. Alacris."
It's all the time I need. Now he's gonna slap her on the butt.
He smirks and goes like, "No, those shelves aren't gonna move themselves.
He's just gonna.
Or maybe they might."
You, madam, are going to wait until I get back. He's gonna go look for Kyle again as fast as he can.
She looks over to Roger and Paul awkwardly like, "Hello, little ones."
Roger's just gonna kind of wave. He's gonna Paul like leaning on his shoulder right now. Just.
She looks over to Paul and is like, "Oh, the book one. Are you still reading?"
The what?
You know, you're the one with the books reading.
Books reading.
The recipes?
Yes, Mama Juju really seems to like you.
Yeah, she's cool.
She says, "Yes, she is cool."
She here?
No, we're here for something else, really.
Then why are you talking to me?
She looks, shrugs, and goes like, "I don't know. Want to fight?"
We just got done fighting. I don't want to fight anymore.
Ooh.
He's
You
also
fight?
a little drunk and worn out.
I'm not drunk.
You're tipsy and worn out.
We ran out of alcohol.
I'm so sorry. Just gonna pat him on the shoulder. Like he's consoling.
Jeez, it just goes over to you and sniffs in your direction. You call that scent alcohol?
If you didn't bring any, please step back.
I can probably make some, though. I doubt your poor little human physiology would be able to withstand it.
Roger's just gonna kind of laugh a little bit.
Paul's gonna just look at her. Try me.
And he goes like, she raises her brow. "Oh, this one I like."
Don't.
Roger's just shaking his head.
And Arcanan, you look around for a good while, and then your eyes turn to the crypt, and you kind of sigh to yourself because really, how could Kyle ever resist? And you see him like kind of trying to hide behind one of the crypts.
I can see you.
No, you can't.
Ah, there you are.
Damn it.
Oh, this trick.
He just says like, I should have hidden inside one of these things, but it's too heavy.
Yeah.
And he goes like, all right, fine. Now you gotta count to 10 again.
Actually, we've got some visitors. Would you mind, helping out with what's the merchant's name again? Merchant lady?
Valentina.
Valentina. Would you mind helping out
Oh.
with Valentina for a little bit? We can play
Sure.
later.
Why? What's wrong? Who's visiting?
Well, he could see that Kanan's like cheeks are like turning.
And he goes like, are you sick?
No, no. Let's just say,
My patience thins, Mr. Alecris.
oh, God.
Perhaps those shelves really will move themselves.
Shut up, woman. Oh, you know the gator woman that.
And you just hear her say like, oh, well, since you don't seem to be interested, perhaps I'll go have a little drinking contest with your little friend here.
Listen, I'll explain everything later. I promise. Just go.
Oh, just raise the brows like, okay.
Just go.
You look
help
like you
us
gotta
out.
really go to the bathroom or something.
Just go, and don't find me for at least 2 hours. And
Oh,
I promise
wow.
I'll play with you.
Is this like hide and seek, but like super hard?
No, not exactly. It's just I need to do something, and I can't.
I gotta
be
say, it's kind of cheating that you get 2 hours and you only gave me 10
Kid,
seconds.
Kyle, I promise you, I will play with you. I will ask Paul to make you churros. Just give me a couple of hours.
He squints. I'm gonna need a pinky promise on that, sir.
He's gonna hold up his pinky. Pinky promise,
And
special K.
You just hear Odalia going like, all right then.
All right, I gotta go.
And you already see her like kind of stomping off by herself with you chasing after her.
He's gonna catch up to her, and he's just gonna take her by the arm and just yank her away towards the manor.
And that's where we're gonna end the session for today, gang.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Little family grows.
God, I hate hornets. They just piss me off.
Oh, you mean upgraded wasps? Yes.
Yeah. Those things, wasps, yellow jacket, all those things, they all need to die.
Wasps are like we like hurting people. Hornets are like, no, we just love killing people.
Mamma mia, Mario, she's humongous. Don't
But
think
yes,
about it.
2 new guests have entered the homestead. And they have a very good reason as to why they're here instead of where they should be.
Oh boy.
If the tribe's home has been found and destroyed, I'm gonna be very upset.
I'm sure it's.
That's why Fulman asked that question. He's like, were you guys found?
I'm sure it's fine.
Ever the optimist, Roger.
Yep.
But yes, Blaze, I will be DMing you with information as to what Arnie is going to tell you. But what do you guys think of the session?
I had fun.
Woo!
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. And like I explained earlier, or like the Isogard explained it earlier, Kanan has the dragon gene mechanic, and just like with Isogard, if you guys kill more legendary dragons that are littered throughout the lands plaguing Barovia, not only will Kanan get draconic genes, but you guys will all get upgrades and feats as well as rewards.
Ooh.
Not to mention the hordes that the dragons obviously have.
Oh god.
And I can only assume Kanan has his share of the money from Iravirn's horde inside his room.
Yeah, it's still in his horde.
So that can be something fun for Odalia to see. Just gonna go straight to Plappin, Kanan, and then going to a drinking contest with Paul later.
Oh dear.
All I can think of is like how it was like, how big your horns are when we're talking about the whole horny thing for Kyle, and all I can think of is how big Kanan's horn is. It's fine.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Oh God.
But yes, I'm glad you guys had a lot of fun. I'm glad we could get one more session out before the end of the year. And I'm glad that we could also do a session right on Blaze's birthday. Happy birthday again, Blaze.
Yeah, happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Thank you.
I hope
Now,
she has a strong liver.
look, the Gator can drink special made Gatorkin moonshine for a living. So I think she's very used to it.
Mm.
So it'll be a good challenge for Paul.
Yeah.
They just need to find stronger spirits than what they have here at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
But as for scheduling next session, let's see. Da-da-da. Let's see. January 7th is Mel's session. Da-da. Would you guys be free on January 20th?
I should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be.
Okay. Then January 20th it shall be.
Okay.
We're gonna go back to regular time, of course, unless somebody else has some scheduling
Please
issue.
no more noons. I'm still tired.
Sorry.
Okay, so regular time then?
Yes.
What the fuck, man?
Damn, chill. Like, later.
Also, just your dragon voice kept making me think of that turtle from Neverending Story.
You will suffer by the hands of gas in your stomach.
Nice, thanks, Blaze.
Welcome.
All right. So as far as the itinerary goes on buildings you guys want built next to, it's going to be apparently a studio for Gromsh and his people, and also a training dojo, of course. What else?
What about a place to store food?
Ooh, true.
Yeah, storage might be a good idea.
Yeah. Where would you guys want it built?
Maybe right next,
Next
to
to
the
the
manor,
tavern.
or tavern, or the manor.
Either near the manor or the tavern would work fine as far as keeping a larder.
Gotcha. I'll probably have it so that it's in between, just so that, people can commute to and fro from either location.
Minor request for that.
Yes.
Well, if it's storage, would there be a cellar section for it?
For
A what
wine.
section?
A cellar.
Oh.
Oh, not just
Oh.
for wine. There's a lot of things you want to store in a cellar.
Yes.
Yeah. As long as you
Okay.
pull money into it, you should be able to get it set up.
The other question is, could we connect that to the manor? As in, like,
An underground.
yeah, an underground passage.
Underground
It's so
railroad.
funny you mentioned that. That's gonna be addressed next session. You guys might not have to build one.
Oh.
So my suggestion is keeping it under lock, which only certain people have access to, just so that we don't have, so for example, guests deciding to go on a bit of a raid, like Gromsh or the orcs.
Of course.
What if we get
Or
so
Faye
many?
if it comes to
What
alcohol.
if we get so many people? We'll have to like build like small houses around the manor.
That probably will happen, yeah. If you guys can recruit enough people.
It's gonna eventually turn the manor into like a very very small town or village.
That's how it's looking to be
Wow.
headed.
They're building a village.
Barovia's Hope went from one manor to being a whole community.
Yeah.
And then perhaps one day, if you guys defeat Strahd, then that little community will become its own little town.
But it's gonna need some kind of protection if he comes back.
Yes.
So Because that spell he cast won't last forever.
Yeah, of course. Maybe Kenan can give a sermon on his way back.
Oh god.
But yes, thank you guys for being so awesome and for joining me on this basically end of the year session. Can't wait to play more D&D with you guys when we hit 2024. That's how many years now we've been doing Barovias?
We started in 2021.
Dang, 3 years, huh? Dang.
That's wild.
Yep. That's a D&D campaign, though. Sometimes it gets that far when you have good people with you.
Yeah, I'm about to say having good people is the big one there. Yeah,
Yep. And you guys are definitely good people.
we've got a good group. Yep.
Yep. And also sorry if the void dragon form looked a little awkward token wise, Mal. I couldn't fit. Here's the story. Here's the full picture. Here's the full picture. Where is it? Here it is. So the awkward part about using this with token stamp was I had to make sure that Ryu's blue ass spiky hair didn't get in the shot. But unfortunately, in doing that, that would take out a lot. I could only get the neck up for Void Dragon form.
So that is Kaiser.
Yeah, basically Breath of Fire 1's version.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that was the best I could do for the placeholder. I apologize, but I hope it was enough so that you could visualize it in your head.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, this is what ended up getting cropped into the whole thing. Me awkwardly trying to avoid getting the hair in.
Oh, that didn't show. Oh, that's annoying.
Oh, do you have your own picture of Kaiser?
No, I was just looking.
Oh, okay.
You could have just used the one from 3 too. But it's
I
a
could,
GIF,
but
it's a GIF,
I was trying to go for more purple color, and unfortunately,
that's
Kaiser.
fine.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that was a little too yellow than what I wanted.
No, that's true Kaiser. You want like
Yeah.
uncontrolled Kaiser, which would probably be
green.
It's like bluish purple in this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Most expensive transformation in the game.
Yeah, this is why I don't use it. I prefer using Myrmidon or Trigon.
Yeah. Whichever the one where you can fully control, the one where it's just Ryu but blonde.
There's two versions of it though. Like the weaker one, that's controllable.
Right.
But the stats are reduced, and then you want True Kaiser. That's the one with the full power and shit, but it costs a bunch.
Yeah. And I was like, no, I can't use the blonde version because that's not Kane.
Yeah.
Ironically, there is a Tiamat form, but that didn't fit.
It's a snake, though. It's so dumb.
Yeah, it's a little shit coil snake.
Shit coil snake.
Because it does look like a pile of poop. Oh yeah, that's BOF4's Kaiser, which did look cool, but once again, yellow.
But you could also use, what was the other one? From BOF4, it was Folu.
Oh, the final boss one?
Yeah, not Trigon. I forget what it's.
Folu?
No, Tyrant.
Yeah. So he may or may not already be in the plans to use for another form.
Oh, you fuck.
Yeah. Yep, but don't worry. I have the full art books, and I do plan on using them.
Oh, I want to play this game again.
You should.
I gotta find the emulator and shit. I can't.
Yep.
You'll have to help
Don't
me
worry.
find it.
I mean, the PS1 emulator is very easy to use, at least.
You just have to help me find a good one.
Sure, I can help you find it for you.
Okay.
But yes, thank you guys for joining. Love you guys. You guys are awesome players.
I gotta shit.
Thanks
See you
for having
later.
us.
All right, later, guys. Till next time.
Later.
Bye bye.
Later.
Bye bye.